I'm bet my Tony, your friend Kennedy Japan. By economists and I say, see not the campaign. And I said digitization. I mean, I want to be savvy. And I think that Chairman is quoted to have said that. Say, I had dinner, so much campaign message. And that is a fact. You can't take it away. Campaign message. What does it? Because see now so children what think is saying. And then I will catch them for economy, no. And I see March every day economic management team when they do anymore. And to say to the people. Only one person. And he say, yeah, Canada, Japan, there will be discipline and conform more politics, more that is what Ghanaians will buy. If you look at the rating of MPP, the reason why today they might have dropped in their rating is because they think there was no discipline. People who corrupted themselves, or politics, nothing happened to that person. And the perception is that party was Kennedy and on to fast some Becca Ubiati. Diplomacy has failed this country. And that's the point I'm trying to make. We don't need diplomacy. In fact, we have done some survey. Country be breaking through radical leadership. There's no gentleman who has ever turned the fortunes of a country. Ebi see that, you can name it. Ebi ni baby the Thatchers and others were revolutionary civilians who changed their country. No diplomacy can change Ghana. Country and Nipaninam basa basa. We be it takes trips. And that is what we are calling. We can't use military now. We can only use the civilian means because of the law. And there's one person who has shown trace of that. And it is Kennedy, the people's man. And the media, you're not starting your campaign, but I will tell you. Campaign, hey, why? Because we need some level of discipline in this country to move on. One term crier. Near I say your male position, your public position, you owe a responsibility to a leader. I will bet you massacre one day if you misbehave. You see, because what is going on now, just over now your favorite, yeah, you can do whatever. People who have no designation in party are portraying themselves to be prime ministers. Near show me, yet a party near show me. No more misbehave. You can't say what you think as Sebi. This man will not tolerate that. And that is what we want. Yeah, or be a better. They say power corrupts. And it corrupts absolutely. But this is a man who has seen power by his private means. You see, that is the difference between that man and the rest. He was a business, a creative power man. So, and to know be a nobody president, everyone is money there, or a popular leader. Some people came to politics and they are now somebodies and they want to talk president. We are talking about somebody who stays outside government, create wealth. And I've also said that politics is about kind of politics, about wealth creation. Politics. Yes, it's about wealth creation. And your philosophy need theories. Ghana, Africa, your politics is a wealth creation. The best leader is the one who's going to create wealth for the nation. And Obia Waye Bida. And Obia or take grass will be here today. One hour to a man create wealth. 101.3. The part you said, theories don't bring wealth. We have Professor Senewolska.
No more body waiting there.
In terms of addition, addition is the Gabriel, upon intellectuals. One now, why you will clone Habu the despite Kesman or pursue education after he has succeeded in life, not before. And the time. Chairman Wontumi, I'm say, or chairman idea as I do. Chairman Wontumi chairmanship. Ebiasi Asante Regional. Ayofe. Ebiasi Asante Regional. Yeah, I'm say the chairman bravo. Look, wealth and leadership is not about English, and I have discovered one thing by research. What the white man brought us was to make us slaves. To be a school, be a no other enslaved. A bit of COVID by a kind of dream slaves. Economists, slaves. Bibia slave. And that is how ignorant we are. We have professorial titles, we have doctorate titles, but yet we know nothing. We find ourselves writing books and quoting statements and speeches of the white man. The black man who is endowed with proverbs never uses his own proverb. And a professor and it is our problem. We have to read it. So the point is that Ghana needs a leader who can create wealth. Ghana needs a leader who will say it as it is. Because Kennedy say unya asema no hini be to masina benefits over there. Could they go to him? No. Say asema be say ekwa adwato a odi kozi kade ukwa adwato say ko change will be from one ministry to another. Na say reshuffling but na adwato nkrofo bokentem asalai ade a ye dehie no ye pese wo maintain no ha. How can you go to Kennedy Japan and make such a plea? Nanka untimi grow PhD. Patriotism, honesty, and discipline. And so, please, let us not risk. You see, as a party, we need government. And to rule is to get a leader whom you can sell. We should all agree, say, economic factors, which will not necessarily be a matter of inefficiency. Actually, na perception is a woman at the show, Mr. Mubani. Woman ka ho na omudi mutinti man ye ntimi san to omom ne akọ edwom se ekoton omo tom Kennedy nie power nie montoma no na motoma na omanya me ko yanfo chiame bi hu mi wose me NDC ni mete se okasa wuntumi na de ayi oxygen asim so na mtutu ye sa ye de ye de metie bi wose o ka Kennedy asem wose me ka kire wo ne me NDC pa ko bisa nana ya muyi Kennedy mejai abedi machi platform bia me man to
osinye de o sin yes sin so
ai
no te so work asa wa ha no
tutu etie oti amasa ko bo Kennedy din ene o say ene e ba ya o ja ne party na bedi echi, and that is not the only person. I called him the second JJ somewhere, and it had a reason.
You call him the second JJ?
Yes, and this is for people am ho say me imagine ID card and I'm so me blood, you know. My system no need san you know fa sa party no and me na mum mu feel say a failure. I'm telling you, we are bringing a second JJ ne ho mu na edin second JJ no na so mu second JJ we are Keda meboa. We are bringing somebody who has the attributes of a Keda to rule this nation. The philosophy behind why you join the Keda and somebody else is an MPP who has those values. He is coming. Me board the say lawyer what can say more, and then me can't say much TFO. There's only one person who can rescue this country. He's called Kennedy Japan. He will bring all the business community on board, and the wisdom that got them to create wealth for themselves, they will create it for Ghana. The theories are over. The learning of the white man's mind will never build Ghana. Ghana can be built by its own indigenous minds. Ghana se be ya entity ni enimu ni ye bin ene di be buma enya obi agogwa dia abobotai ke ka brofo ya va muman ye try ni baby anya ye Ghana ene ya tide Kennedy Japan so person nso be kura franka no me fa ma me for tebe ya ehu my MPP so manyi obi ebetima tona. There's no way they can win the election.
Say something.
Oh, so we need to hear. And MPP has only one person. Ambetima Tony, a friend Kennedy Japan. By economists and I said, see the Nordic campaign. And I said digitization. I mean, I want to be savvy. And I think that Tremantin is quoted to have said that. Say, I had dinner, so munya campaign message. And that is a fact. You can't take it away.
Campaign message.
What does it? Because see the now so children what think is saying. And then I will catch for economy no. And I see match economic management team when they do anymore. And what are you going to say to the people? Only one person. And they say, yeah, Kennedy Japan. Are there will be disciplined and conform more politics, more that is what Ghanaians will buy. If you look at the rating of MPP, the reason why today they might have dropped in their rating is because they think there was no discipline. People who corrupted themselves, or politics, nothing happened to that person. And the perception is that party was Kennedy and on to fast some Becca Ubiati. Diplomacy has failed this country. And that's the point I'm trying to make. We don't need diplomacy. In fact, we have done some survey. Country be breaking through radical leadership. There's no gentleman who has ever turned the fortunes of a country. Ebi see that, you can name it. Ebi ni babia, the Thatchers and others were revolutionary civilians who changed their country. No diplomacy can change Ghana. Country and nipaninam basa basa. We be it takes whips. And that is what we are calling. We can't use military now. We can only use the civilian means because of the law. And there's one person who has shown trace of that. And it is Kennedy, the people's man. And the media, you're not starting your campaign, but I will tell you.
Campaign
Hey, why? Because we need some level of discipline in this country to move on. One term crier. Near TSS, your mal position, your public position, you owe a responsibility to a leader. I will bet you must sack you one day if you misbehave. You see, because what is going on now, just over about now your favorite, yeah, you can do whatever. People who have no designation in party are portraying themselves to be prime ministers. Near show me, yet the party near show me. No more misbehave. Can't say what you think as Sebi. This man will not tolerate that. And that is what we want. Yeah, or be a better.
They say power corrupts.
And it corrupts absolutely. But this is a man who has seen power by his private means. You see, that is the difference between that man and the rest. He was a business, a creative power man. So, and to know be a nobody president, everyone is money there, or a popular leader. Some people came to politics and they announce somebody and they want to top president. We are talking about somebody who stays outside government, create wealth. And I've also said that politics is about kind of politics is about wealth creation.
Politics.
Yes,
it's about wealth creation.
And your philosophy need theories. Ghana, Africa, your politics is a wealth creation. The best leader is the one who's going to create wealth for the nation. And obia wa ye bida. And obia or take class be the day. One about to create wealth.
101.3.
The part you say, theories don't bring wealth. We hear Professor Senewolska.
No more body waiting there.
In terms of addition, so addition is the Gabriel. Upon intellectuals, one now why you will clone Habu the despite Kesman or pursue education after he has succeeded in life, not before. And the time Chairman Wontumi, I'm say, or Chairman I said Chairman Wontumi chairmanship. Ebiasi Asante original.
Ayofe.
Ebiasi Asante original. Yeah, I'm say the Chairman bravo. Look, what and leadership is not about English, and I have discovered one thing by research. What the white man brought us was to make us slaves. To be a school be a no than why enslaved. A bit of COVID by a kind dream slaves. Economists, slaves. Bibia slave. And that is how ignorant we are. We have professorial titles, we have doctorate titles, but yet we know nothing. We find ourselves writing books and quoting statements and speeches of the white man. The black man who is endowed with proverbs never uses his own proverb. And a professor
one quote
is our problem. We have to read it. So the point is that Ghana needs a leader who can create wealth. Ghana needs a leader who will say it as it is. Because Kennedy say, could they go to him? No. Say asema be say ekwadwato odi kozi kade ukwadwato say ko change obi from one ministry to another na say reshuffling ba na adwato ankrofo bokentemu asalai ade a ye dehye no ye pese wo maintain ni ho How can you go to Kennedy Japan and make such a plea? Nanka, Wontumi grow
PhD, patriotism, honesty, and discipline.
And so, please let us not risk. You see, as a party, we need government, and to rule is to get a leader whom you can sell. We should all agree, say, economic factors which will not necessarily be a matter of inefficiency. Actually, na perception is a woman at the show, Mr. Mubani. Woman can now, Omudi Mutinti man, yet Timmy to Omniaco, a Jomusia Coton Motum, Kennedy near, Power near, Montumano, Namotumana, Omana me call Yanfo. Chami bi hu mi wase me NDC ni metese o kasa Wontumi na de ayi oxygen sim so na mtutu yesa ya de she de metie bi wase o kan Kennedy asem wase me ka kire o ne me NDC pa ko bisa na ya mu yi Kennedy mejai abedi machi platform bi am man to
the oxygen sim so
ai
no tesa wo kasa wa ha no
tutu NDC oti amasa ko bo Kennedy din and or say any buyer or Jan party and that is not the only person. I called him the second JJ somewhere, and it had a reason.
You call him the second JJ?
Yes, and this is for me by more. Some in my ID card, and I'm so me blood, you know, my system needs hand you know sa party, and to me, Nemum, movie say a failure. I'm telling you, we are bringing a second JJ. Ne home na ID second JJ no one. I'm so him second JJ. We are Keda Meboa. We are bringing somebody who has the attributes of a Keda to rule this nation. The philosophy behind why you join the Keda, and somebody else is an MPP who has those values. He is coming. Mebo say lawyer what can say more, and then they can't say much TFO. There's only one person who can rescue this country. He's called Kennedy Japan. He will bring all the business community on board. And the wisdom that got them to create word for themselves, they will create it for Ghana. The theories are over. The learning of the white man's mind will never build Ghana. Ghana can be built by its own indigenous minds. Ghana, entity, ye being any buma, and ya, obi abubotai, ye kaburofo, ya va mumai. Ya child baby anyeye Ghana ya tide Kennedy Japan so person nso be kura franka no me fa ma
omo bibia omo ba omo ye edimu a ewie peya the 30-day beauty secret pearls no na mekanfo e de amawo eno life essential supplements na anopay wo mo eka yaboafo no ho a ebrepam no wobete wo ho ensam no do na so na Dr. Mensa Herbal Clinic Kumasi Kuchi Guinness Depot no enim hwepe enam ho nkrabata no doso na memo ho nkrabata no nyina ansana masori dwumadi esum Vical 20 Joy Industries Limited on product omo ede aba onya bia ene nso ebebo na nsuo de maka cho se eno a Sky Water, the premium natural mineral water. Ultimately, did you make bia emano na say enche na fuku ebitukwa asode bibi ntino jese be busumi be nsia na se kra no watwa se no eno achi na ansa na yahwe de ebe ya fa ho ntino fuku otukwa Emirates airline na obefo ediako na obetuma enjoy over 5,000 channels movies live sports comedy box a lot more and so also na obete Emirates for eho anso asem eyi in the meantime na yemeshase na yeni enkomo and Tuesday right enti yebehwe na yebesori dwumadie nso a yabon komo kakra ansana yasori dwumadie ne asom. Let me say a very good morning to you, Reverend Davis Osei Boaten, Prophet Victor Kusi Boaten, Reverend Isaac Osubempa, the resident pastor, Power Chapel Worldwide, Prophet Amwakon Ata, Apostle Emmanuel Ata Adade, Bishop Dr. Emmanuel Ekwokutechi of Calvary Power Chapel, eno ewo ebuakwa asofo no doso asofo no edoso na anopay. I appreciate you all, especially asofo what Power Chapel Worldwide enyina Reverend Stephen Yeboah, Reverend Isaac Owusu-Boache, omunyina omo edoso ministers, lay ministers, any deacons and deaconesses nyina. I appreciate you all. I say thank you so much for being there with us all these times. Foko Mache.
Oheneba mejoso.
Ohuye.
Me hoye pa na so
Good. Radia yi.
E de radia se. Wa ye.
Ayi
O de yesie. Valentine na beto ye nso bi.
Oh yes. Yes. Valentine aba. Ubedi.
Ye di.
Mr. Ubedi.
Pa.
Aha. Fa me for Ubi. Ubedi.
Medi pa Oheneba.
Okay. Ubedi ni say.
Medi ni say e na no pay. Sa wa hai. Minim say nya dania wo be show bibi. Na Nyankopon ya adva na ba betu edie. Okay. No ye de nyame ase wo ho.
All right. Ubedi.
Medi pa.
Ubedi ni say.
Me head the other beba no.
To me cancel obesi edi no.
Me head the other beba no.
Okay.
And the be change say na
say umpeso obedi.
Oheneba. Na ayu papa so chiao. Na je ni mboatin.
Nana ageni bod amama ne he.
Anana mo.
Oh, mirror no. Mirror no prekope. Penimfo a omu afam ya yeba. Omu tumefo etiame. Ze omu ze kwamana de. Omu era na ma tia ba tia simu kakra. Tumefo etiame shemi nkran ba kono no. Nana mo ama hene. Na bafo oseshia my brain to the 6. Uni no.
The
you two for mare.
Mare hene.
So come on. Nana kudia ayo kokoso hene. Omudo Nana pia boaten brempon. Boakwa hene. Bebre.
Anti ana kwa chocolate day dia na
tese. Me obia kame no.
Nananom.
Wo nananom tamachi.
Asofo
omugu nsa ebo mpae mame. Wo asofo tamachi. Omuko munkutu dianim ebo mpae e de mame. Me wa beifo so tamachi. Abeifo do me papa ntino. Oya no ye so do be yekura de be mi a. Wo ja beifo ba ku bi a. Obedom ya o abete ho akire mi. Enti nananom asofo abeifo malamfo adinsifo na asofo no so me wo mu all kinds. Sorry sofo ni charismatic churches asofo because that wherever baby intino tell me say me a product of grace you know. Eniema any omudi mame no edos. Some even doesn't have an encounter, direct encounter with me, a personal encounter with me, but ti eradenya musa. Amen. And now the mama with a Valentine present bia. And the chene say it is a entering. I now so physical no see. Physical no boa papa. Physical no bo. Physical ni wa. Empire yedi ya bompire e ma nyame dom ye but empire na ankasa nkumkom empire nkumkom okay
auntie
I wish I can share with you my joy this morning, but I can't. And I won't.
You can.
Say you
can.
You can do it.
You can do it. Do it better for us. Far more than you can think that you ever do. Bro, from a can of yafi. Everybody else is about to bro from your backo. What you mean? I share. And yes, I will near share. Crobet your pony via my. Bet you are pony be my. Now as all who say shaker birthday.
Why birthday?
Shaker. Sports.
Ellen Nana Ekia Daku.
Shaker.
And birthday. Wow. You wish her well. Danko Pon Kano.
And him say Boshe Bamu
Valentine's Day. Okay.
Sorry, Valentina.
Okay.
Valentina.
Matthias here.
Helen Daku. Valentina Helen. I was say. That's it. What you say? And Tisa Kaboshe Bamu Boyma. My celebrity Helen na. Shaker. Yeah, Wontumi sports.
Definitely, and every birthday there, we will have a couple of birthday wishes.
Okay. Okay.
Mama Entraso. You have a lot of birthday wishes. Some are very, very close to us. And you do justice to all of them. Yanko.
And you're not just say, you have a code and you have a coinka. And the anchor Mpabwa socks.
Ebusia anopensia gusua ya kawo eno na sisi enim hei. Onza anopensia kala na Valentine no. What? Anope kala no. Asa love onso na dedemu no. It's a nepa no wenya kala we pa na dia show baby boy and baby girl no. Na mu pia akọ baby adofo nyina ehiesie mu. Onza wudru ono ma no bia hwe oba ne na asesa sansa oba no odemufu a. Ebi nso ga ka wonko a wo ho. Eno nti na fitimere santene ya to nsa afretufo ne se mommra na mommetubi. Na ye pene baako mienu miensa no ebi nso yeso na yensa nso so enkebi ye mpabwa socks emofra ne hye bo mo paa o emo mo nantie mo ho ye ha na we ne so nyasa woto a okope mpabo ana sa okope socks se de bia ya meka no we no eye 2 in 1 eti woji a waje mpabo waje socks
Valentine's walk
oje ya eno ane se wo na wo kono na odi abofra no si abos we I know by Torino. Emma Pino, a cousin got to find Emma Bofana and be a no. On here, which Masha said, yes, no, copy to be a film you actually. The answer to me, cabina and not to me. Enti baby a store wo bia anopage to mekay na frɛ yɛn na yɛni nkomo yɛn mpabwa socks no yɛn na obi busa sɛ de esi dem bufo na de bia oye be ni aje no be
na de
ene yɛnche
monto aso
ene yɛnche o
enti bia na mama
yɛne wa na eche
o me no de se ba find for asem da de ba na ya che ne yɛ nim
anti
eti said na ma no guso ana meka no so bomodna frɛ anope ya san sɛ awofo ne bebre no ana frɛfrɛ sɛ ɔmo pɛ bi etu aton enti won so frɛ ne fa ho gimu bi na emfaso no ema ye ni nyawo onso beje wo de ne tuton na emmoa number wo frɛ anope ama ye di nkomo asi so 0209 900
0209 004
Edino a eye
enka mpabwa socks
o to ade ama obi a to de ofa ya na waka wo to de yedi
David
to Oheneba mebube ade a say we say me ma shop say Oheneba na to ma mi o so de me di ya na asa na mrefi
de di ne so na say de di ne fom
bebia de di bia ye di
okay yankoi
na so ya chocolate de
yanko
fa de di
no yandemo yanko
okay anya na yakọ do bo kata wo do abedwaso na no pe ni ti ni kom sisi ni kocho dwe na beti na batwa na bakọ ni na mposo naposo and a Valentine's Day dear na fie ha de wo ba etwaniti a e ka no O B D ni a kyerase say obia bedidi
anopay ye bedidi
and a Valentine's people review. Okay, young coy na daily graphic and what the biaba daily graphic the worker taba ya ne dia wade ba ye no de be tiefo ani o ka tane ni mo mampani na na do danko akufuado ni mfani bo ha na wone Anglican asofo mpanimfo kukudam ana ehia enti hia won mahia nyina no eye won mu dwumadi a wokɔ ase na ka tadi aba betudwa na mampani na do danko akufuado asɛm a ɛda ka tadi ase no wode atudwa no kyerɛ sɛ ozo ose gade men how any amani anamu no enche bia nyamkopa adumti ye be free mofi o di so bi bo no nyum wo be free wa mani e mo free awomini ye wo be free wa mani e mo free awomini ya enti o my Ghana ye be free amani e mo free ama hoto aba na that graphic the bokata what the assembly aba betudwa was say domestic debt exchange program no nyamia ya dom abeye timia bobaa ma de ni so ade huna wode benya nyebe nyina mante ase aye adwuma wo mu no wanya mu wa mu nchemu aduowotwe 80% wanya nti akatone bro na chese wotimi nya 100% na bibie wie peye na yakoya ni mu ano no and ya say science technology engineering and mathematics STEM schools no ya say 7 so say ya adwuma makko 7 and so shase ye adwuma bo adwuma se gidigidi atete Ghana me adisuafo a da acha nkwa ma bia ha nya mane bia no wo mu beboa me atimi aso ano so for we ngumesua nsam so no munyamfo se ye dutwum na wode asemi ebetu dwa ewo daily graphic the bokate
meko find the bokate animu na anope find and so find nsem no a ene de aba betu dwa na onimonyamfo kojo opon kroma ene da honom no enra da dwumedie because so na a World Radio Day enti ye hyen ho fa kase pa e won krapopuni mantemu na bro onimonyamfo ejuna simpie ni apaso ne nsentwerofo ena afei adehye nyina e kasa e no chemu se nei so ye nsentweroni na unya kwanya na utena kasafidie bi so na se wo bodewura ye obeka na ya na temamufo tie pa o enti ye hwesese ye nya kwanya no ne ye tena se a ye de bebo asumdue ene nkabom ho dewuro na eno ne betimi aboa ama oman ye ne ntuma pano a eguso a afefra kratafa etoso nwoche eno onimonyafo kon ne nsamono wo ene anopei na eno train so dwumedie kro no ase ena GJ president ono so ede ne nsam etudwa na de waka nyina ne sabasa hare so mpanifo nkeka ompa na broadcasting bill no ompa se no now enimanimu ya na entime asatwiro dwuma no eno so de no eda ha sei ena afa kratafa etoso mienu ensam ano de ehunya ye pa.
That is the big story. It is the big story.
Eda honomo it's natural says zip line
delivers 14.8 million items comprising life-saving vaccines, blood and other medical products. Mon product is mame.
Natural say ni tie wo twanyina ene say zip line and penny for the buy ye we no enso bia eboa baby anka obi hia moja empane bia enimanimu ya ebia na otwa enesa na so ya befa kai na de bekọ akodi traffic mu moto na udiri mi kantante sa na akwa wura baby na akwa fa asema banti we de ayi enframa ayi bi ababedru eno na no petre se aboa pa amampane ani moja eni akane ade a eboa ma apomodin mu nso etumi akoso no 14.8 million when in your mapudu a zip line etumi edi hudwuma ma netumi aboa e wa apomodin aso ye na no pay kratafa etoso mienu e wo the find that the obokrata ni mu ebo ho amane abi.
But I say so mame na memboshi enwam e wo afija kwabre north na mene omra shebedwani eni enkomo oko mrashebedwafia is a member of the finance committee Admako Mensa Collins. Honorable, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Pum to say.
Namena dom so where?
No pay me no ka say this the enemy kwache me. No ye pa ebusia no bia ho ye. Say the we ni nra. And I'm doing crime. We say every 2 weeks we have a contract. Over the weekend no. Na a year back we no be ho me call eja adofo no ma mo ekokra omokokra omadofo weekend I was in the constituency me fi ho ba so boni bia mente boni bia me call so na boni bia ni ho e ja kwa brebo call me gidi say dodo na so etiebe.
All right, yada say come on ye die eyan koma ye die over the period verbe busume bend ya no an ye dia domestic debt exchange program aban eye enra finance ministry no e de krata ababonten eche the yoma pim so aba abedru meaning say we nyina no ebe contribute to your final arrangements ayene IMF no enso eye de ya kroni nyina aba abedru no finance ministry krata om de buy no eche say o minus sika sama yetoto no hen ya ba begina.
Well, first of all, I'm saying shall be share with you for now. Question now we say, and I think say all set up the premise very well. I said when in the last year, and the president instructed the finance minister say Morgan for you money say baby you drew or take a decision say your name IMF, which is the International Monetary Fund for and say I see aiming common. Said the ya umbitini abesoya sonekaka. Then say COVID and other domestic reasons into yenya problems kakra ewo yesikasem ho and into the president as a minister no mekai say just a week after the announcement no na the IMF officials no eba krum no mo ba first na ya de ombe no the preliminary discussions on the finance committee any aban penyimfo share the whole essence of omo first versus no say no person what exactly the problem is. And I know some person share the books exactly where we are now. Face one between the boy. Now first, not IMF program. You know, we say this time around, no master. The omo say one casatinasi necessary when your man fabra, and then your friend homegrown policy. What the bar no man what's nasi now. You discuss it at the ecosom. Now. During the discussions, it became clear, say, your problem can see about open so and then your debt level. Debt level, your Bosnia, both domestic and foreign. You can't domestic. I buy to me Bobisia a free Ghana for through treasury bills and as a bonds. Now, treasury bill and bonds are your debt instrument. Acquire buying a faso at the Bobisia, if free in the month for. I not treasury bill no 10 and not a short kaka. Normally both so called treasury bill is 6 months, 1 year. Bonds no the 10 and a longer. It will be to me a discount buy say Piameka in the next 10 years and Piameka in the next 15 years. Now no you will refer the coupon rates. Coupon rates interest rates are every month be and every quarter be a buying ATM. Aban share the crater mono. Na sike say quarter be every month be which is the interest payment no na men kakra and until no IMF what's no one of the major conditions of IMF facility is say so that get sustainable so say so to demonstrate say baby we drew okay wo de no ubetimetua and until no na say aban esa aba na one amanfo a wabobosia efiri omo ho no etna se eyen hyehyeye foforo. Now, Okoji bond now say I bind the bond paper number 1. Bond is a legal agreement between one a lender and a giver. Showing say a lender and a borrower. Showing say minibisika we amount interest in now between mame. Every quarter and now between every month. If for any reason OPC arrangement now so saba now no better near arrangement for and only debt exchange program into the debt exchange program na CNSA aban come back to omo what is free omo ho no and no makoye nhyehyɛ foforo na numu no na beginning no who say na se wentwi kakra ba na amanfo bebre no feel say aban ne o man tena se anwene ho anko akiri e na aban de announcement bi ba na de me den say sa complaints ni nyina ba no aban etie na sopem e ma wo hwe ya extended date ni be 4 to 5 times ni nyina na aban extended because na ese one amanfo wa bo besen free omo ho no etimi tena se na ehye ya one omo akono obi abeti ase ye aban program ne say nanka wo se wonya about 80% participation in the debt exchange program beginning as of last 2 weeks or so information nya say na aban na 60%. Into aban in your target no into continuous engagement no and then no letter buy no ama sabe relief kakra ba obi a ho che say aban hye ya oye na dwen say one omo a omabọ na besia no be kono dodo na sabe ati ase ama aban ebi opt out no at 20% no woman ti ase no one ti ase enya bone aban de sre na aban be srew say osrew brana terms na me no call you and say oh kese amount 2,000 every quarter and 3,000 every quarter and srew this year dey me ho akere me kakra enti ka dey senka me de mon afia ye ba endi ma me ntua o kan next year me srew pa e bi ati ase ama buy fortunately almost 80% of it based on the letter finance ministry the ban no and I pay extra say do no be 80% ati abaya say what this means they say ye budget no o budget no ye what interest payment aban calculate ho me budget no I don't know the figure but let's say aban here say this year esen can be 20 billion as interest payments. Let's just say in Sihua esen betua ma omo a magisticate free money 20 billion. This decision here aban akosisi ya no actually say 80% of that bill no yentua na fee.
Okay.
Amanfo ati ase ama aban say aban kese wo mam 20 billion. This time man me no wa consese foforo ama say no nipa 80% of omo a wo de omo kana say afi de mentua 20% na me no call ya na say if for 20% na me no call ya no mentua 20 ni tua me 10.
Okay.
And that tua me 5. What it means is say income total interest payment kese ni tua ye advantage is say aban enkotua say scan this year. It's the agreement about say yemfa nko the following year and now say the following 2 years. What this means is say aban ya 20 million or 20 billion obey mu be 5 billion penny interest payment. 15 billion now is available to the government for other things.
Okay.
And into a fiscal space and another be outside before makasa fiscal no revenue and expenditure. And say no the amount for what say aban no the ekosia ne say aban kese o mami skase mati ase minim say ahotre aba kese o mami 10,000 the me mami 10,000 afi mami 2,000 pe o mami 2,000 a kese aka 8,000 aba aban sem aban bit me use fantastic and say aban bit me use 8,000 na aba no obenye free and kese when fiscal space that space now when you know e betimi akọ amanako take care of other expenditures ananka go to us 20 billion one and when you say scanner san kwanko yes man it know utie aban also read the statement you are or that amount for us or gather Ghana for nyina ase and bond holders individual bond holders near the idea no mudin commune na or that o mase but say individual bond holders no come your association bi o my suggestions for ama aban on other who read the statement no aban say we see all those suggestions in good faith. What it means is going forward, no expenditure be a feel say any necessary as at now. No, you better not suspend it for now. So the be in the next few days, what this announcement also means is we have cleared a very important hurdle towards the getting of the program because we need staff level agreement that last year December the
sure
buying projection is say by the end of the first quarter, which is the end of March, I think IMF program no aba. It we are one of the main hurdles and I say across on the side way. We are it across a bit a PV way for the International Monetary Fund for no more board a bit mission tentem. Now the program not to program it's a 3-year program. Within 3 years, no matter $3 billion. Every year, you remember about $1 billion. I don't know. A sika okojia si hu na wo ho no ye negligible we nika say negligible to say virtually so the amount so me boa ma economy na gina na so. What this means is say anytime you get an IMF program no on sanya kan ye no a ebie kwan bebre ma wo say international partners no afem be hu say afei you are coming back to your previous stage until they will start coming to you or making why you juma. What they say the international market is closed. Let us say in market and kuburu. What this means is immediately you get an IMF program because IMF it comes with some conditions. It's development partners omunya arisimu say with the IMF on board and to read the statement now it gives you access to your foreign partners donors and no more nanka first no nanka within call mo ko bobesia ebe ye wadwuma no afei once you get this program it will open up that door for you and you know said the air quality say to me call say I'm confident say by the end of the first quarter nyame adoma yen sabeka the IMF program.
Honorable Collins Admakum Mensa me nyini se nchemu fufu bia wo enkomo epese e di achi de odi amami me da se
me ya be da so pa na me sure na e vows day
etu be dia mami ana
oh na me fija kwa bread vows day ye boy apese de bia dada ya chi ya no ye fufu ye vows day ye mfanye de mechi maka na say ye mo odo entina ye ntem mesre fija kwa bread for say odo a o ma da di akire me akire Ghana man nyina no sabi so man to aba ma me anka one frame radio so you know say dem make no mo ye me employers na potential bi wo me mu enka man ko do parliament make sure say it ka many opportunity akotina radio so TV so akasa mo bi ehun say ta branch go say we dem kasa you know abibia no me de na say ma o mo na ene say dem mo kasa vows day ye de fija kwa bre de ye ni vows day ye de bia ye odo asemman ti me che o mo nyina na me da o maso pass so.
Adumako Mensa Collins is a member of the Finance Committee in Parliament and is a member of Parliament for the good people of Efija Kwabre North. Wafa kakere chamfo DC owo Efija Kwabre North. Ofa anopei mache. Good morning to you. Oni mwamu assembly honi nyina. Yankwai fuku.
Asa interest. Anya mamemfa delegate de boka tantwa delegate by our de nsem bi bai
also say
now we delegate ni ma wa say asapke owura no a ebo oni gigora focus bo no and open defense our court and wa say mo ho we delegate de boka ta
asem jomba kawi asem pen
we anu fiwa delegate di bi ba say OSP Office of the Special Prosecutor said ana ye de beto etiefo anim say sa asem we no administrator no we a civil servant and we the
juma di
we the juma so ho dada ansa na abai kura ba no delegate the vocal tell me that say baumia administrator ani di family
say ejoni di
oh asem so abeka say Dr. Baumia nko ana papa nko ana papa no we civil servant ana Dr. Baumia so ko to no flyer Jubilee House ho
me baba wa fa ase bi no atwe ne dan nim ensiaga what you say
ensiaga yo be bia ensiaga
obi bo no nyum obe ya ombe ya ensio ya twa so na otwa so a kata na so osa no wo se aban ashebo se wo betua ECG ni netco won mu 2.7 billion debt no wo betua enti say Gitco na dia ba betudwa eye engineer Ebenezer Kofi esienyi
okay
ana wo dia ba betudwa say won be no che say ECG ane netco hawo mu na mu dia ma ECG akode ka we nyina ne say sika gege no ne ade no na che say aden enti na ama niema ba ne san so say no ma bɔ mo homɔden ama 20% na ɔmo gye no ma pagem kura de aba 55% ɔmo gye na bi bisa wo say hey enti si ginti sɛ sika kanya ni na ɔmo de kyɛ yi ni sa o because obi entwi ɔmo twam na de na ɔmo kasa ɔmo ntime nye na afɛ so say 13.32 million euro tax waiver bi ano wo mu ade ema Kofodua hospital and also the above tujo daily guide anim na emra hwebedwa no agye atom said the be ya hospital na yesie no a metimi a waive sa tax no na etimi aboa na asamba akoda krata anim aya honorable Okuja to Ablakwa wade ne nsa sum na no na ne nyina ne say doctor bi a wo kura friend say bato na awo voter region obviously voter region na wo Catholic hospital ya so ye adwuma wo ache Dr. Kofi Ifa ana honorable Okuja to Ablakwa akwache ne car no so wompe car no de nti so wompe ne say honorable Okuja to Ablakwa kwanya baby asika wode to car ni free ba no so funding no emu rem kakra enti so ha doctor no ha na doctor so there try mani mabusu ankodwe ho ansa enti wa na em say honorable bufu ye eno ase car no kro nya mfa no afa wo furo do ma wa mfa na wa nkara no antum ana wasa kotro car tade abeto abonti bodewuro de kira mansa say oh wa che doctor Kofi Efa car Honda SUV wa che ne car ana doctor na busu aba be ya no kira say wo boa anti sa de bia da won che ne car ba bia enti ano so wasem da delegate de bokatani
Mamenfa the Daily Dispatch de Obokrata entwa so na anope ensamiensa ena medeche wo ewo krata yenimu hwe wo hwe soro ho no ma krata fa eto sudu baako omampani abedeche Alhaj Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ena atworo boyi eda ho no mo no wo kire se nwapade wo oman mu nyina aye properties no se wo hwe mu pa no a eto anka wo sen katimemofo hwe ne etua de fa ho no eno na agigya oman ya fitina na ya mpetu abreso esansan krata asemo no edi akagina mu di adanse pefe se emu beye ahamo bipan enkono 9% pe enetua property tax nso a eno so emwa wo man ya anope nsam no de mu dopa je krata ne bi na ne fe to so du ba ko no kenkan bi efefiri ho no moy na enim ha no mo so krata fa no de to so du mienu ena Bost MD ene Alhaji ankasa emfonyini sanso da hanu mu biem wei ni nyina ye gold for oil program no a ena ne penifo mienu akọ mutra pam ho a omubo mu nkyere mu se enche kra akato ne bro na kagwa ede petrol eni diesel no eba beba no na ababelande ni nyina ehye sa dwumedie we yase bia bebo atemofo pa ama ebo na aye twame ne bo no abafom ama Ghana de hye nso ho atumi ahenhare wo no mo eno so kratafa no de etoso edumienu na kratafa etoso mienu nso ena suafo man nyina monkane ho nsem wo hwe so Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe ono so ne fonyini eda krata na nim hanom wei ni nyina ye nkratachi a eno no ekoso na tete menteme ho ase a ekoso ewo Volta River Authority ena afi Nedco empanifo MD eni senior staffs ntemu a eno na kwakwa bibia ho nom no eno pani ya bo awura mu bia sisi ade oni mpanifo nyina akokasa akotieti omu nyina anu asem akogye nkyeremu ede na so atoto fomo a ena enei no wabo wonmo amane ensem no nyina wate no watie na sopemu pa na ne a woka che omu nyina na so omoma adwobremra enche kra mpanifo bebo awura mu na ensiesie bia wo so omu siesie ema obi akomato ne yemu no eno so atumi akoso anopay the Daily Dispatch de Obokrata no edin nsem we bi ebehwim
ani emfa Ghanaian Times de Obokrata ena no pay wono so dia wode aba betudwa na wo Ghanaian Times de Obokrata ne nimu asem ba ko ebobo yi enie na some any say 2.7 billion one some ya kan ya power no ano wasam say ya ka ya da ECG for so ne ade no eda ho enti ya say GS so eba be see schools bi anso ho asem e wo ho na ya say say there Chrisutin I remember say TSC football mo they say Black Stars coach no yeah say support to pa ya papai wonya pa nya asem ketua ano ho asem what the ababa tudwa and ya say posifo amatua kasa owura bia osusu say wo kromfo and also want some other Ghanaian times the worker tenim and so what the ababa tudwa Ghanaian times and then watch it something in mu no one samanin
where we are Mamen call the Daily Statesman the Bokrata muna anope yen fanwie yen krata ni nyinaa na onimonyafo kojo opon kromakon ni mfonyini gusua eda hanom sei ni nyinaa ne eno adwumedi course won krabompuni mantemu na empanifo edo omani monyankota ekyerehye ho fa ne bia ene wode ato nsentwerefo ni mu a o kyeremo sesa akwanya ne bedemu na se wunya akwanya no na otena kasafo nyina na asa kasafidi ahodro so ahwe samente me ho ase penche wotime wakame ne sakasaka ya emma ne ho mene so ewa ma ahodro e na afi yen ya mai mantemu ahodro so no yebebo ho dewuro yie ama asumdwe boana no timemofo akosoa anoma no eno no da ha sei na afi Greek company fo dwumedie bi omudie nso anope krata na kyerese pokuase kumase project na sisi ade aban asanyase sei we 116.6 million euro na sisi ade mpanifo de bebo sa dwumedie we eho bra krata fa to sunsia so na de baaye na amampani na adodan kwakufo adon so nsem ogusoa kano aso da ha se wo sempenten kwa oman no etie no akato ne bro na ne nyina abawieye ye be overcome nte na wo yetimamuni a na watamu chuku
enti na jaso ayina ba
Mari okay eti mose ena hwan shake birthday okay shake birthday enti na owai oni shake ni okay
Halendako
timbede na amano ya buana maya mani okay na chema kwa kubwa temafu so wife birthday
chama kwa kubwa temafu wow
akosia adepa aduako
wow oya de pampa
Ohio Columbus.
That's ramente. Maybe I'm person kweli bi.
Columbus no bezo.
Adabi ai. Ohio.
Chama kwa kubwa temafu a wife no.
Ohio.
Eti ene also birthday. Eti we wish her well. We are with her. And we wish her a very happy Valentine plus birthday.
Tama wife Valentina.
How about not that Valentine
Valentine tadia pa
omwa kokroduru pa ba kono no na jaja kwaku mate mafu de otimi wa no bosome kura are se ozo so wo ho pa
yes
ere wo me celebrate
is there ma winsia omozi akatre
sa when the mama bring picture na say sabi
me pa cho sha ma foro busa
na mi achana de na mi achana de na achana ho fe pa
girl your friend a girl ye dey say friend
no be cause a girl sa
happy birthday
and the dinner no honam
so mama for
nsia na eja
ade na as discussed so mama for say as discussed was Tony
na hey
kubwa tibafu
that's ramente
osoro ya che papa
oh and birthday
obi a otiabu akwa na uko school ojinya ase high school ana papa ho ani afre ni se ne bena nya accident on carry
ne kwa na ho ba bia
o se me nya me bana o the phone to no must afre bana papa ko hospital okuno bia wonya accident a emoja prem ni ti no papa ni se okuno go ato so
high school ne
no ko e class 5
na liti anye yi
ni ti won ko pai
nti asa ne be be jai e ba sa no betimi ajai
o hwa o jai
abodi pusa
okay adusa haba for eba na enu mo edinkomo
Mr. George Dankwa we National Health Insurance Authority Bono East Regional Director now we show you on Femi Agro now on say na kwa Valentine's Day enti adofo ye yemom yenko base enkoji ye ni obiane ni jolly efe ede adofo ye hia yemom yenko base enkoji ye ni obiane ni jolly efe ede
wala boss anu
the boy ya no
aso nim nyum bebre to so nim the boy
me re fi de kakra anti ana akwa birthday idi aya da sonko aya do foda enti adofo nyina ya tiefo nyina ya adofo enti wo mu nyina ene aya da sonko kra enti anba ye be wish ye tiefo nyina happy birthday
enti ye be ko Westland Gimpa bypass no sa kwan ne so odu Toyota service for no enemy help opposite na wabusa Globe Educational Center Globe Educational Center Gimpa bypass Westland Globe Educational Center
na ora ni di no
Daniel Opon
me and me bo number na me refini di na me de be save number no enti Daniel
Opon echiano ene anpay and so about for aba se wonyare nya kwa bia cha yare enti mama wadrupa fandom enti abusia eno eye foku ene aso ena wote wonka no the bokrata no omude ababegum in the next 10 minutes mamene adisa heba for entrance na yemmo enkomo ehia se ubenya edu papa anom ehia se ubohunu ekwan ya nyarewa etete no obefa so akra no na watumi ade ho afri ho adisa adisa eba mesa no ointment ewonom na afiye adisa heba kaso no so yentase na mo nkomo abesino eba na adidi na kwa dosu na so binya adidino
mejo sora
akwa besoso
you're happy Valentine.
Same to you. The soft wing now.
Yes, I don't want the uncle. I say,
then you could pass it.
And they ordered that. Until we hear when you are not searching.
Oh, sure.
And I'm sister be away you came in because I say, or call you when you say supermarket one. Would you not get and will be a do one was actually. And only a Juma. Until you'll be a do one.
So we're gonna know people now. You couldn't money.
City uncle.
Fantastic. Yanin come on.
Yo, Matsi, Medase. Medafo and a pay come on here fast than me this say. And then I had a 4 day what did you know and quite saying. Na and I said that and they need you then 2 years section. In branches and say, and na or daughter. Now, a daughter, ye can upon the why ain't in your domain in ye. And a pay mamma one cassa, kakra. And fat in room you know and yame at the abba. I'm a name you know 7 9. They didn't can ye. I do say about Miss Shah in ye. And the dog screen is so I fair. And I wa edusa heba capsules and so saying it here. Ye wa edusa malaheb. And I edusa ointment and so eka home. Medafo edusa heba Miss Shah ni edusa heba capsules. Wuti na wuhi. Ye dra nyame adawroma afara about to say who do mu ama FDA fuaja to mu na wodwa so na ye kase koko pa titi wo bi enti yempe koko adura ye tatahwe koko adura ye kama koko adura ye adwumayefo adamfo a ye adusa de enti ma me kase adusa heba meshane capsules ye koko adura ye adwumayefo adamfo ne say eno nko ani koko adura wodwa so a wonom a enkan enti so ye adwumayeni a wo betimi anom aduro no de akọ wonwuma so aba won hunu safi na akọ akogina the whole day say me yemu aka me kọ baabi so me yemu aka me driver gina da bi anya sign na adwuma enti adwumayefo nyina adamfo koko ya de bone ene nyame adaroma aduro abedwa so ekoko aduro a adanse won ho kase pa yedusa ye ka koko no kofa ba dodo no a koko gina waste paint si yade so endi se koko na tete wache wuti si ya wo ye hu de wonya ho wuti si ne mututu wuti si ne mo hyehyew wuti si ne mo femfem wo woten ka se emu agya odwe ya mesrew bo modern se wodi adusa he ba mesha eni adusa he ba capsules me ye woduro na beboa na asa bo yie pa eno achi no menkanfo adusa heba capsules enfamon adusa ba se ya wo hwei sei na tie ye wo adusa capsules so a ye ye na makoma ko 30 enegu capsule num na 30 ne se wo hwe a se anopa wo be yi 2 na nwumre wa yi 2 na wo de aka ensuo no na wanom wo ye ne se wi a wo no obi ani ase wo bo nso sisi na mututu no na emu adwo se fom wo sisi no na emu adwo se fom ekuro na wo mu o wo to asinti na atwi wo wo na kokomo nti na atwi wo wo bo nse adwo se fom enti obi a ya na wotaye adwumaden a ema wo bre obi a wo ye adwumaden ade a cha na pa no da no so wo ntimi ye no hwe mesrew aduro na ye fra adusan ye ba mesha eni adusan ye ba kasasa no bo modern ne pebito aduro ne ye good aduro no ye good papa eye na nyame adom wo memo herbal shop drugstore pharmacy licensed chemical shop biemu wo remo ase producer me chane capsules wo ankran na wo hwe me na wutie me a mesro wo ko la pass aye wo ho abeka la pass wo do be last farmers wo restaurant wo no wo ko onim kakra bi a GT bank na wo ho no wo no overhead ho GT bank no ayo last time asenim ho no wo de woni a che kwahye kwa ne so no GT bank dan ye wonachi ekwa da GT bank anim ho a ofi GT bank wo kwa just 2 minutes walk no do ho wo bakuma ase a ye wo so magazine macro go filling station dan ni ma ne ye won enu wachi no Wakanshi drug lane buso ekus akra buso Randy Medina buso Kofrodia Gaston pharmacy wo Kumasi a Osons chemist Costa pharmacy PFF pharmacy Colonel Missy Danny Heba Apidan Keba Freddy Mens baby ye ton dro be ready here pharmacy Ame pharmacy akese ne nketwa Sunyane Eduseba Center we New Town Susu Gold opposite one ye wo Heba shop be a ben wo drugstore be a ben wo wo de wo bo remu a What's something semi producer about missionary say about us? Woman can see a Jeffua, who benya bi, who go so be a ton do be a java baby or recommuning born chemist. And to say about Mr. Coco never flew, a tria or to semi cocomotier, Coco never flew, a more transactor is our shelter, Coco no we young bomusa, would you and I am with your womb, fight with some Mr. Cacas on no one. Therefore, fair to say about Misha. I can't do say about us on them. What no one is sa, who won't say why you free. Fair to say about Misha Cacason. Nenum, Kokuna go, Common Kitten, said the Masha Cabami, Cum Goboa, on Timmy Shanisa, was Shaka Caribbean, Coco to and Common Kitten, Cocoma, Oka, minimum, Cocoma, when you took your with I didn't be one a chi, may say your coco is a idea do. We sit in a yacht, you could have been Mamutu too, who bore a sort of 2 centina action. Obu wan na nezi fam no ayere du wo gye ho ba bia anyi medafo but modern say wo de adusa heba mesha ene adusa heba kasas ba ye wadu ya hwe ho madanse enie aduro no ne mana ne no ya hwe ho madanse enie san say wonom a awurade be fa so ama wo de adanse enko mu sisi ya de mra ya bro se be ma sisi ya de ya de fa ne kadwo anasi kwa na abro wo ama onigye pan na ye Valentine's Day awalefo ye anigye dama ye de beji ani wo de onigye nyina ni ho mesro to do say about mesha ne capsules na ya se wono no ne to bi ba wo ba ne sansen wo ba so mra ye wa ware mu ne se ekuro sabe e ba beda na nem wo ba ekuro beda na nem maka cha se duro no e ye kuro duro enti obi a honam tutuo ekuro wo yam ni ade wono no makum honam kuro pa enti bia wo ba bi wo na ekuro sabe ewo ne baabi enti woni ba ma nhia mu no de no ka no ana na akwese akwaka kuro no na wo twe ne ho wo to do some mixture ne capsules nam na wo to bia ma woruru ana ma nom nya me be fa so de ani gye abafie ho me say herbal shop drugstore pharmacy bi wom me be soro me telephone number ne betudwa wo nti bia sa na wa frɛ ye wadu sa ointment nso ho ene ointment nso abedwa so wo num nso no capsule no na wo de what support who the number no na the push no one e send me so e do some shaka and one thing TV na na wa bon say e da say go go mu can na what e go show what na only so unti o e da as one na aboswa no madu sa malaheb no say na tie malaria duro aha malaheb say na tie wo betimi an madu sa malaheb akoba bia wo pe awona ate gusuo de keka ho ni nyina beko edusa nofo yamakan edusa mesha edusa capsules edusa ointment edusa malaheb wo betimi ayusu ni nyina bom sense ebia na kokko ni sisi na mrɛ ya ha wono ebi nso ana malaria treat nso ha wo ka bom na wono ma natural herbs ne de aye wo ye free pebito mesikumase ye wo so me magazine macro goal down me downstairs ye ni soro ye wo fam wa opportunity international bank na ye to almost wo fam wa wo ko Accra ye wo La Paz wo do Las Palmas na so do ani chi overhead na GT banka wo tra Las Palmas to aso no ye wo GT bank na chi ho an ye wo eno achi wo kan shi drugging tinatare heba shop atwe enwo hia na bo je heba shop se atwe enwo hia across Ghana ba bia na ubenya bi ye telephone numbers ni 0500
0500
110
110
115
115
0500
0500
110
110
115
115
0500
0500
110
110
115
115
and MTN no 055
055
700
700
98
98
24
24
055 700
700
98
98
24 and only your numbers everybody be for so no why you no wachira won madu sam mesha e do capsules ointment na malaheb na ye ho adwuma na wo hia ma du sa na papa du sa na wo kasa du sa heba na yesu age wo se madansi ni everybody nka mo nyina mo ye mo bia happy valentine wonu a se che nene eye odo eda
Mira say eno eye edusa heba mixture ena yedi ho encommon ram ewo heba shop ahodo na aka nyina wonsa ebetumi akabi na bibia aye fine e de ama enche Dr. Samuel Afriye eba George Akom eba sa ensoso ena eye senior Ishak Chebrubi and so but believe it or not, nobody knows my real name, not even me. Neither does anybody know my date of birth. I got to know the name of my father when I was 29. That was in 1963. If my assumed date of birth, 3rd of July 1934 is correct, I never had anything easy. But there was no dream in my life that I could not turn into reality. The only thing I had on a silver platter, or perhaps on the divinely gifted diamond platter, was to have been born as a fatherless African child on one Wednesday by the illiterate Enu. Eno Akosua Bosono, my mother, had been a 5-year bonded slave girl and widowed twice in succession in the Ashanti village of Abuabuja, a typical African rural community haunted and engulfed in devastating superstitious beliefs, practices, and gossips of the age. Hence, she gave me an emotionally heart-dictated name, Kweku Menkame Asem. Kweku means Wednesday male born, and Menkamasem means nobody knows the troubles I have been seeing. Eno still in search of more daughters to perpetuate the family dynasty, married again to be widowed for the 3rd time in 1948 with 7 orphans out of 10 children on her hands. At the age of 16 years, I personally composed and assumed the name Akenten Apia Menka that was in January 1915 at Zion College and Loga in the Volta region of Ghana. In July 1954, at the age of 20 years, I abandoned the lower sixth form at the Disadel College, Cape Coast, and after 32 tormented days on the sea as a stowaway boy from Takoradi, Ghana, I was thrown off the French cargo boat, the Bamfora, at the south of France seaport of Marseille on 28 August 1954. The only two weapons I had on my arsenal for survival were, first, the deep conviction that my God had laid before me a secret roadmap to my success, which I had to discover, and second, my 1953 Cambridge University Ordinary Level School Leaving Certificate with the Abusco Yanam Spirit from Abuakwa State College in Kebbi. On 30th August 1954, 2 days after Marseille, I jumped off the train at the Victoria Railway Station, London, England, where upon enquiries, I was directed to the Kensington Hans Crescent Hotel of the British Council. Here I could enjoy my few days free transit stop. A day later on, the 31st August, I got enrolled at the Northwestern Polytechnic Kentish Town for the full daytime A-level matriculation certificate course. When Akenten appear Menka Nibuka Oche, a river, the river in the sea. Na chapter 1 no, or say believe it or not. Okay, Kaya, a very interesting. I mean, Tosso and King Kai Emma next time, and I say Echnayaba, me the chapter 2 no about to some. Here I could enjoy my few days. Later on the 31st August, I got enrolled at the Northwestern Polytechnic Kentish for the full day time A-level matriculation certificate course. On September 1st, 1954, I secured my first UK job as a railway porter, permanently on night shift at the London Eastern Railway Station. 2 years later, in September 1956, I was enrolled as a full-time law student at the University of Manchester, England, as well as a full-time night mortuary attendant at the Manchester Royal Infirmary. I graduated in law in June 1959 and was called to the English bar at the Lincoln's Inn in December 1960 to return to Ghana. This time, I arrived at the airport, Accra International Airport, on board a British Overseas Airways Corporation aircraft. My life thereafter has been very exciting and one of seesaw up and down, but more ups than downs. Fancy being paid in counterfeit notes by a client for whom I had secured his discharge and acquitted of offenses of possessing and offering counterfeit notes. Down the lane to being presented with a gift of a stolen goat from a client I had managed to get acquitted of the first degree felony of Ghana's first bank robbery case in 1966. This client later on founded a church and rose to become its bishop. In 1969, at the age of 35 years in politics, as a member of Dr. Buzia's Progressive Party government of the Second Republic, I was made the Deputy Minister of Trade, Industry and Tourism. My portfolio was the privatization of the national economic private sector of the regiment state capitalism of the First Republic alongside the few foreign-dominated ones in the private sector. This marked the genesis of my interest in the private entrepreneurship development of the economy in Ghana, West Africa, and the African continent as a whole. No, ora akenten apia menka enono na yenko na medame ho abasisia na yeba bi di nkomo akanyina me basisia.
Wontumi.
My MPP. So man, Obi a bit matona. There's no way they can win the election.
Say something.
Oh, say when it here. In the back up. And MPP has only one person. I'm bet my Tony, your friend Kennedy Japan. By economists and I say CD not the campaign. And I said digitization. I mean, I want to be saving. And I think that Chairman is quoted to have said that. Say, I had dinner, so much campaign message. And that is a fact. You can't take it away. Campaign message. What does it? Because CD now so children what think is saying. And then I will catch them for economy, no. And I see match every day we economic management team when they do anymore. And what are you going to say to the people? Only one person. And they say, yeah, Canada, Japan. Are there will be disciplined and provide more politics, more that is what Ghanaians will buy. If you look at the rating of MPP, the reason why today they might have dropped in their rating is because they think there was no discipline. People who corrupted themselves, or politics was started. Nothing happened to that person. And the perception is that party was Kennedy and on the first anymore. Becca, Ubiati. Diplomacy has failed this country. And that's the point I'm trying to make. We don't need diplomacy. In fact, we have done some survey. Country be breaking through a radical leadership. There's no gentleman who has ever turned the fortunes of a country. Ebi see that, you can name it. Ebi ni babia, the Thatchers and others were revolutionary civilians who changed their country. No diplomacy can change Ghana. Country and Nipaninam basa basa. It takes whips. And that is what we are calling. We can't use military now. We can only use the civilian means because of the law. And there's one person who has shown trace of that. And it is Kennedy, the people's man. And the media, you're not starting your campaign, but I will tell you. Hey, why? Because we need some level of discipline in this country to move on. One term crier. Near say your male position, your public position, you owe a responsibility to a leader. I will bet you massacre one day if you misbehave. You see, because what is going on now, just about now your favorite, yeah, you can do whatever. People who have no designation in party are portraying themselves to be prime ministers. Near show me, yet the party near show me. No more misbehave. We can't say what you think as Sebi. This man will not tolerate that. And that is what we want. They say power corrupts. And it corrupts absolutely. But this is a man who has seen power by his private means. You see, that is the difference between that man and the rest. He was a business, a creative power man. So, and to know be having nobody president, everyone is money there, or a popular leader. Some people came to politics and they are now somebodies and they want to talk president. We are talking about somebody who stays outside government, create wealth. And I've also said that politics is about kind of politics is about wealth creation.
Politics.
Yes,
it's about wealth creation.
And your philosophy need theories. Ghana, Africa, your politics is a wealth creation. The best leader is the one who's going to create wealth for the nation. And obia wa ye bida. And obia or take grass we the day. One about to create wealth.
101.3.
The party say, theories don't bring wealth. Professor Sene Wolska.
No more body waiting there.
In terms of addition, so addition is the Gabriel, upon intellectuals. One now, why you will clone Habubodin the despite Kesman or pursue education after he has succeeded in life, not before. And the time Chairman to me, I'm say, or chairman, I said, Chairman to me chairmanship. A BSc as an original.
I don't think.
A BSc as an original. Yeah, I'm say, bravo. Look, what and leadership is not about English, and I have discovered one thing by research. What the white man brought us was to make us slaves. To be a school, be a no other enslaved. A bit of COVID by a kind of slaves. Economists, slaves. Bibia slave. And that is how ignorant we are. We have professorial titles, we have doctorate titles, but yet we know nothing. We find ourselves writing books and quoting statements and speeches of the white man. The black man who is endowed with proverbs never uses his own proverb. And a professor
one 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 is our problem.
We have to read it. So the point is that Ghana needs a leader who can create wealth. Ghana needs a leader who will say it as it is. Mekaze Kennedy say unya asema no hini be to masina banifie so be dey. Could they go to him? No. Say asema be say ye kwa adwato. Odi ko kane u kwa adwato say ko change be from one ministry to another. Na say reshuffling ba na adwato angrofo bokentemu. Asalai ade a ye dehye no ye pese u maintain ni ho. How can you go to Kennedy Japan and make such a plea? Nanka, untimi grow
PhD. Patriotism, honesty, and discipline.
And so, please, let us not risk. You see, as a party, we need government. And to rule is to get a leader whom you can sell. We should all agree, say, economic factors which will not necessarily be a matter of inefficiency. Actually, na perception is a woman that show me say na mubani. Woman mo ka ho na o di mu tintima na ye ntimi san to mo ne akọ edwom se ekoton mo tom Kennedy nie power nie mo ntoma no na mo toma na o ma nyame me ko yanfo chiame bi hu mi o se me NDC ni me te se o kasa Wontumi na de ayi oxygen sim so na mtutu ye sa ye de she de metie bi o se o ka Kennedy asem o se me ka kire o ne me NDC pa ko bisa na yeah, you Kennedy made jai abedi machi platform bi am man.
I think the all sing yes is so.
Aye.
Not just our workers our hand
to tie. Woti amasa go Kennedy din. And or say any buy oja ne party na bedi echi. And that is not the only person. I called him the second JJ somewhere. And it had a reason.
You call him the second JJ?
Yes. And this is for me bam ho. Say me imagine ID card and I'm so me blood, you know. My system no needs hand you know fa sa party no and me na mum mu feel say a failure. I'm telling you, we are bringing a second JJ ne ho mu na edin second JJ ne ho na so mu second JJ we are Keda meboa. We are bringing somebody who has the attributes of a Keda to rule this nation. The philosophy behind why you join the Keda and somebody else is the MPP who has those values. He is coming. Me body say lawyer wa kan say mo and then me kan say match TFO. There's only one person who can rescue this country. He's called Kennedy Japan. He will bring all the business community on board. And the wisdom that got them to create wealth for themselves, they will create it for Ghana. The theories are over. The learning of the white man's mind will never build Ghana. Ghana can be built by its own indigenous minds. Ghana se be ya entity ni nimu ne ye bin ene di be buma anya obi akwo share di abobotai ke ka brofo ye fa muman ye try be bia anya ye Ghana ene yate de Kennedy Japan so person no so be kura franka no me fa ma me for tebe a ehu my MPP so manyi obi ebetima tona. There's no way they can win the election.
Say someone.
Oh, so we need to hear. And MPP has only one person. Ambetima Tony, your friend Kennedy Japan.
Just like that.
Open day.
Paliwa. Hey, so say dem permit me paliwa. Aliwa na mpe me nye na mafo ma be ya omo bia pe chocolate me paliwa. Na black and white. Unya ni bi mamia me ni be bi.
Size is when black and white.
Black and white come up baby.
Okay. Akom ohoye.
Oheneba me ho ye pa.
Okay.
Me ho na ache.
So yeah, happy chocolate day. I don't know ya me come pa anti come be
chocolate no.
Nanka me visa ye beba ne be did ha.
Okay.
Oh, no unza nanka ye ko nanka.
I wish you could unya be na chocolate no be
be. Be ye me
all right.
Dey e free chire haba. You know why you see me watching.
All right. This week I have chosen to celebrate Yura Akentena Piamenka.
Yes.
And na 5 years of free mono. Na me yi portions of the book The River in the Sea no and na can care. My from time maybe 2 minutes. Na menkai one of the memorable court cases o state ye ewo ni book num. Or say the Edumata murder case, my wig and gown soaked in palm soup. Na making kind. I say Edumata was my elementary school classmate at a Methodist Junior School, Abu Abuja, between the years 1943 to 1945. He was one of my old elementary school classmates who came to congratulate me on my return from the United Kingdom in 1960. He was a happily married man for about 12 years with 2 children until 1962. Another man from the same village snatched the wife from him and disorganized his life. He decided to eliminate his wife, the mother-in-law, and the wife snatcher from the earth. He committed the most brutal and beastly murder I ever encountered in my law practice. One Sunday morning, he was in the congregation at the Ankara Methodist Church. The sermon of the catechist was on forgiveness. He saw his 2 children aged 10 and 8 years together with the ex-wife, mother-in-law, and the wife snatcher take a footpath about 30 yards from the church to the wife's farm. Stupid catechist. Nobody has snatched your wife from you. Hence your rubbish of forgiveness. He left the congregation, went to the house, sharpened his cutlass, and ran to the footpath. About a mile away on the footpath, he caught up with a 5 in a convoy with a man at the back. He rushed at him from behind and with 2 strokes virtually cut off his head. The mother-in-law turned round. Edumata split her head into 2. The 2 children turned and they rushed and embraced the father to restrain him. He pushed them aside, chased the wife, and after he had butchered her to pieces, he ran into the bush, leaving the 2 children with a murdered 3. It took the police and the men of Ankase and surrounding 3 villages 2 days to arrest Edumata. He was charged with the murder of the 3. His father, mother, and sisters engaged me to defend him. I visited him at the Kumasi prisons where he had been remanded into custody for the next assizes. He was completely unrepentant and would murder them again if it happened to meet them anywhere thereafter. Eventually, he was convicted of the murder of the 3 and sentence of capital punishment was pronounced. His conviction was based primarily on the vivid and unshakable narration by the 8 and 10 years old daughters of their father's beastly act. This was corroborated by the human blood stains in his trousers and shirt, which I vainly claimed to be the blood of the rats and antelope he had slaughtered to feed himself during his 3 days stay in the wild. What was the reason for his 3 days hideout in the bush? My response to his propensity since our school days to behave in that manner was not corroborated in any form by either medical or oral evidence. After the sentence was pronounced, I left for the house and was having a lunch of fufu and chicken palm nut soup when Edumata's family of 3 sisters, a brother, the father, and mother entered, all crying their eyes out. How can you be eating fufu and chicken soup when my brother is going to be hanged? One of the sisters asked. Before I could answer, she snapped the plate of palm soup from the table, threw it on the floor, splashing the soup on me, and the wig and gown hanging on the wall, she could not in any way be restrained. Coincidentally, however, and as luck would have it, some 3 friends of the deceased wife snatcher who were coming to my house to hail insult on me for the brutal manner in which I had subjected them to cross-examination arrived to witness my being lashed with palm soup soaked gone with by the sister of Edumata. They rushed to my aid, and after rescuing me, turned on the sister. It was a free-for-all fight in my living room between the family of the murderer and the friends of the murdered. Neighbors had to be invited to bring law and order in the house. The lesson I learned from this Edumata case was that while as a lawyer I should be emotionally detached from my cases, I should also not discount the feelings and culture of my clients in the society and environment in my law practice. When I saw the wailing and gnashing of the teeth of family of the convicted, I should have put the food aside immediately and feigned sympathy with them. I could have said my fufu, palm soup, head, and the wig, and gone. Akom.
Oheneba, mami ncha na me mwachi minia. Me benya na wo kan book ni na metia. Unse Martin Luther King Jr. no can say if a man has not discovered something that he would die for, he is not worth living. I just say obey we asia bibia obey bia no say wo bibi e wachiri. Say papa say boni na papa ye beka boni nso ye beka. Ma pa mo yakọ o mfi no mu papa o free mu ni say pa mo so mo hwa we a o kenkanya beka o mo ya. Nanso papa wababo brapa wadi mahudo bebre na me de say nyame ya do kra university a nyame ye general secretary for the alumni no ye de ato no when papa yi de wokọ but se ba se me kan ho asem na me hwese ne ma ne bia o ka kire me beba book no me ba no o kan bebre o ka kire me so the store and call abrichiri was so courageous to know catch him say in life no come you have to be very courageous and man ye ma bia mu abem na the dynamic catch wa na mesere ne say was so nya akonya koduru abrichiri a first time ye frɛ wo ma me so mre kumase ha metena post office a metie call na mami ba ye say that time call ye fra na ya frɛ say Oheneba beje call no no mami tie ne kan wa homa so no so nipa wawu that one nso wawu o and was o mami etu handset no kura ye de etwene ye
on so ne saman
na kasa nti nana I was very close to him na opema sempa obi a edru kwasi ada otimi frɛ me ne me yire ne memba but na se ne yetu nsadidi mama mami nche wono pay nsema wo kan nyina kire ze Oheneba ne ma bebre na esie thankfully media mo abaye necessary evil because ne ma bebre sisi titi hono na ka bi ohokra was yetimi record for archival purpose say e bi anke ne phone so abaye betimi twamfo ne dia to and most of the things nyina ye horror we nka akane no eti se na nka de o keka nyina nko betwitwa ehun pictures ade ahye book yi mu
ma memfa 1 minute and read the case we or say no say one of the memorable cases in court.
Okay.
Or say the counterfeit case of Kofi Mensah. The lawyer turns out to be the convict with a fine of 140 cedis. This was the case where a young man, Kofi Mensah, about 39 years old, was charged with a criminal offense of possessing and offering counterfeit notes. The court was presided over by His Worship Oheneba Anoba, the president, the resident magistrate at Wenchi, who had traveled all the way to Kintampo every week to adjudicate on petty criminal offences at the magistrate court over there. This Kofi Mensah was accused of possessing and offering one counterfeit CD note to a cigarette vendor. He was accosted in his house 1 hour after the sale. Of course, he denied the allegation. After the police investigation, he was charged with the offense for which he engaged my services. I charged the professional fee of 250 cedis, out of which he paid a deposit of 70 cedis. I got Kofi Mensah acquitted on the second day of the hearing. the prosecution had failed to discharge the burden of proof beyond reasonable doubt of the possibility of the cigarette vendor mixing the accused genuine CD note with a fake note, either already in his possession or after Kofi Mensah's payment. Kofi paid me the balance of 180 cedis, which I pocketed and drove to Kumasi, about 150 miles away. On the following day, I tried to deposit the money at my account at Barclays Bank. It was discovered that 140 out of the lot were counterfeit. I ran to the Kumasi Central Police Station and lodged a complaint for his arrest. The reply to the police wireless message from Kintampo was that Kofi Mensah left soon after his acquittal to Cote d'Ivoire. I lost the case and ended up being the convict of the counterfeit offense with the fine of 140 cedis. I can appear in case book. The river in the sea.
Be a good book for you know practicing law. So there's sometimes you quote to be from other cases, you know. Some of these are rare situations.
Over the counterfeit akotadi. I don't know how could you charge you know. Utiane car or the counterfeit and I tell no.
I'm yachino ha. The Ishaki Beka say case here dead on arrival no. And there's a comfort and busumi. In the case in way legal perspective fese.
Now all the defense will put you in your little charge of first
no aye.
Or say either say cigarette run or jeans cano. Na counterfeit other than the second dada
good one.
And what they say Kofi Mensah. And I say episode Kofi Mensah beto ade no ko wie no. You beto bio no.
Be beto ye no.
And the counterfeit beto na imum ne Kofi Mensah.
We say Lord yeah sometimes anything as bu asem a na bia ngofo we kire ne ntiase no. But more importantly ya dey kire say mrade chance ya che na professionalism na ye dey edi emra ho adwuma. Oheneba say baby a na ne nkrofo efi say Canada for the obetime twitwaje ni say asem no differ we dey obedi for unless otherwise say be a court system no you person compromise na nipa no person be kan no kre and who call ya o asa bet no ho say di fufu we will feel say we ko twitwaje wa dam nti we mu nyina ye test cases ya Oheneba say ye dey sua dey be hu say asem ye dey be ko bia no is about proof any evidence court hona ye dey ye bibia. But say bia obehwe na nkrofo omu koi omu nim say nye die ya Oheneba ye omu lawyer o ya busuani nti asem no say nye kra na wo kwa gie ginema akobua no basa enti legal system the Oheneba e buapa na I'm happy say na we hear ni statements o ye rare situation enye se bia enema bia bata ho nti enuanu omu ye law no omu mpa bi no omu nkenkan na omu hwe cases ni bi ho a ebi ekoduru ha odo be quoting other people but we there yetete ho ayi say wo kan bia wo be hu nsem no from so many point of view.
I am almost done with the 368 page
what can you
book no na interestingly who so okotu obia ewom
straightforward
the renowned philosophers wahwani onwa and the English he used no is what in journalism we call plain language. Obia can
a good one.
You won't struggle before you come to terms with words are usually, you know. It's very interesting and very revealing.
We say emra nkasa ni bibroman ka ye kan kran ka ben crofo trim na we comprehension.
Yeah.
It is a for comprehension book na yesiko kan na wa ya no ndo Oheneba yankasa na wa ya de we hwe other side nso be contribute to private enterprising say onu ankasa bibie nyuma na de ba ko ya na ye ya kakra ne say obaga na ha succession plan ye de hwe niema nkrofo bi aye omo bikamfo bi a omo abom homode tintim fidi djuma na se nipa no free wi ase a na agu no ya de a Oheneba hadwene ukọ miamia bebrase nipa no wu a because of the lay down procedures ne even niema a wo ma hyehya to ho nti so ni ho kra obitimi be de ebeto aso wo fate ze papa de catalas no ni ade ade se be bia sabri nkom companies ni nyina da so te ho last time I make kana me test coordinator Amstead na Kennedy Bar that time born to say na madam for no even president kra his excellence na nado dan kwakufa do bae binya kwanya ko na fie hobi Kennedy Bar ye ko no fie no ha ye ko ne site ho kɔhwɛ nneɛma no wɔyɛ nti some of these things yɛ kɔ fam saa yɛ ne hadwe nti wɔn biebie nnwuma no wɔn hwɛ kwan a wɔn bɛfa so a wɔn bɛduru a very good succession plan daakye wɔn ni hɔ koraa nneɛma wɔn yɛ no sɛ saa time nke yɛbɔ pino din a saa bia pino wɔ sɛ nka aduru international nka ne koraa yɛde rɔba afemfam ho te sɛ deɛ yɛdi bi ba ha bɛtɔn nke yɛtumi kɔtɔn bi wɔ amansan dwa so na ne fɛ ne sɛ wɔ sɛ time a former President Jerry John Rawlings, may he so rest in peace. Koka says some name and tono. Say ye no crowd with yam. And on tono kasi. Ah, indeed, no physical good at Juma, but was say ye no, and with yam faso. And the embassy you look at companies in industries no. In fact, it's managing a brand. Machai.
Yeah, bro.
Apum.
Yamene fireboy away and also.
Yamena do.
Good.
Me read about the entrepreneurship life. Now, I asked myself so many questions. When you get to Accra today, talk of businesses are flourishing, hospitality, real estate, tourism, whatever. You would trace it to Omuye Asante, Anasha Ashanti region ha, enu mufri ekotena nkran, enu maye big investment. Ama ene Accra na expandia ma chese wobiti aburi wobiti kaso Accra official oti Accra tretre kwa. All these people migrated from Ashanti region and omukotena honum. Why are we not able to do it for ourselves in the region here? Samuel Sekufo, Sekwame Despite, Ufori Sapon, First Eye, Usu Asantinom, chese aye bebrebe ubodina obabu babu ensi e develop Accra makra abeye te se de garande no an crime but omunyina free region hanam na ekoye omunyina na free hanam ekoye. Why are we not doing it here? And then there are other business omuye no an crime grow at na yentiase. Same businesses fail to grow in this region. Ishak, this is giving me sleepless nights.
Ishak, we answer now. Very good. When you say na catch them, say all landing. Papa no we see Accra no besra no no call visitation. Almost baby a half no what did they call landing mall. And we be saying na we dear. And was say we landing mall. When you might to hold near there, then was over Ghana. Obey, and no be see Accra mall. Nana Piaminka ne bomb man. And this any who came in the shack, Bahunina can say, in Yama on Kofu, who knows so ya there a guapa, Nana Kai. Yeah.
It's
a very common.
A demand, about royal politics, Mukrama. No matter your contribution, no matter whatever you do for a political party, the NDC, the MPP, political party, Beba power, Chinabi, party number power. No one free Kroma and forget it.
And to say 2024, Dr. Muduba, we are winning. Yeah, I have a contract. A big chess studio, Hajumaba. And as I said, the woman children wakano. A year, a Jumaya, ye can was
yeah.
Say, young Casana party na communicators no. Omowahin. Ashanti Ridge communicators no. Omowahin. Me drew studio has say na many different station kasa one kind. In the party for omu into one more tea. Now me sure say a tea and one kind pa. Now I feel me say now apart from perhaps Kusibuafo, me who those of us are a rule on radio TV in Ashanti regional. Will be a appointment here. Apart from Kusibuafo. Nana Yaosebe.
Nana Yaosebe.
A wurade. A Juma Nana Yaosebe Bono in the lead up to election 2016. No. There be and yes, Sabi Shemune and Inishani Achecha and some just like that. It's painful, it's sad. it's a very candid observation and why making an pay. But if you say no dear free. If there's a victory tomorrow, I've been consistent. Say obi anabamu bubia on sorry ina.
Yeah.
On sorry ina. You say breaking the 8 no, and they say be sustaining power no. And who here? If you say look, Oheneba, come here, Eddie. One more your positions no need your cake. Your core positions is here. Now I see a fight back. I'm no more ding chen obia. I'm no more ding chen obia. Na ne ho den chen o sabi ewo sikasemu na ye babaka. Ono anu asaka kofa. Nti see a best sustaining power no, because sustaining power mean sure say Dr. Mahmoud Ba omi afa ne pen ni paper no so ya appointment na nipa wa transfer amfie ngotwe o ya appointment na omu nyina amfie ngotwe fo nyina no mo asade omu nyina san beba. Yeah, maybe some strategic key positions be fine, but I don't think so with the kind of men and women you want say to me sustaining power. So results no and I be hunu and I said yeah okay look na we bri boahin and na bri boahin she adomago ba fi oh you can say e bia ya djuma pa o e bia ya djuma pa see your studio see your new studio we are always thinking, we are always reading, we are always talking na enkra no capital no pick it up communication and the technology a share picking up Ghana. It was slow within other regions, but the national capital by say boom me kai say me University of Ghana 96, went to London 98, and came back 2001, just a brief holiday. And near me, who no benisu one cry no. Now I say me took 20 years
within that short period.
Within that short period, no. And let us watch. That was the time where internet cafe.
Yeah.
And no man say man eba. Sa technology no and telecommunication no expanded the horizon and business opportunities the capital pa. Now and leave the regions behind. And the pace Accra a developer no. Oheneba. Let's see a cry ye kasai. Ukon crying. Let's say this 6 months na o court say one here Albeira. I remember my name brother like Jampos Westlands, West Legon. Met to car through Achimota school all the way to Hacho through West Legon. Na ye ewurankwa. And a real estate man be here says so baho. And a former NDC chairman Kofi Potofi. No man so see that back home you be na Mr. Mreku Samre be kra no nyina no bi obi hwe afa left and right na ewura nkwa ene kohwe asase ba ko da ho a ye ton millions of dollars and the pace and crying economy I mean hwe me nana I mean scientific heba enye ayi no sha ase kuma say oshuma say then subsequently oko if I say achumata chiman
yeah
is achumata chiman cry no oh yeah advert cry you say in crying I'm so one places cry obey about 3 different places what was that density and let's also not forget say population in Accra or is this greater Accra? I think it's about 4 million 4 million, 4.5. What is here?
ɛna obiara tɔ adeɛ obiara tɔn adeɛ nso so a enipa dɔɔso ana enya bi ɛtɔ enti ɛna afei sɛ wohwɛ foreigners a wɔn ba ɔman mu ɔmo kura sika ɔmo ntaa nkɔ regions no nti Accra adeɛ bi a obi bɛyɛ a ɛbɛ gyidin biara no amanfoɔ a wɔn gu so a wɔn tɔ ɛnyɛ sika ntantam no ɛyɛ adeɛ a ɛwɔ soro as a matter of fact meyɛ sure sɛ nka bi a akɛntɛn no pɛn so na nka saa na level of development no I skew in favor of Greater Accra and wɔn nyinaa bɛkɔ akɔ settle anaasɛ ka wobɛhunu sɛ wɔn mo
yɛntumi ma Kumasi bi a Tamale Cape Coast mmɛmba ho kakra because motwe paa o
adeɛ a ako atia yɛn ɛyɛ road network no sɛ Accra to Kumasi wɔnya no yɛkɔ de sɛ yɛka dual carriage way nti wode nkɛ yɛmfa no saa kɛnyɛ dual carriage to the extent sɛ obi firi ha sɛ yɛkɔ a roughly 2 hours na sɛ 2.5 hours but cars here bobo nsan hoin direct is the way we ebo nsan hoin there enya dia a wobetimi akọ de hyehyɛ saa so nye nansan kra na yesan ayi we na free hɔ a offend say bypass ebe mu a na those times then kan sanwa mu nkwa wutim be di 2 hours or so enti me feel say ɛsɛ sɛ yɛyɛ make a conscious effort sɛ yɛbɛtumi ama particularly baabi te sɛ Kumasi because ba business a ahabom paa na wohwɛ mfimfini nipa ɔmba every north ɛbɛfa nneɛma free Kumasi ɛkɔ north ɛnyɛ asɛm ketewa if you want to confirm bɔmmɔden ne kɔ Tamale station ne kɔ Yendi Num station, ne call Volga station, ne it tells you the near my man for be free her. Be free her. Now I'm say nature of work no as a sign. No time on a timber, no near yana hakasio. So na ele noms ye kwala brim Fantino town in was na omokai abana complex no e be fa nipa na no ko anopa be fa bi ko awiombe ko anwumre. So and all of that. Say you say was the nature of industry no as say service industry no and a boom say and you know so a favor and crying. So even as I cry no toss as one crying see na within 2 years okasa wo tonwa sika bebre compared to as I say our ton Kumasi.
That every year.
Yes sir.
Oh yeah.
Ah, me so me ho ye nsin ngan no.
I'm caso the brofo na shas.
Dr. Samuel FE.
Valentine o ye cha Valentine o cha Valentine sa. Na we are waka Abuja.
Also plan so oberu locate na.
Locate to
Akotrankan.
Enkran. Ah. Me kokra na yepa mo me problem ntimi mu
ana ba mi agota na Abuja
na mpe me never go US or hell osisi Quest US California state or hell life na
China
o say bin kan cho say na Valentine na watare na o hye no I say who ready wo I say purely white. Inti min kanchira na odi ana birthday ya ti me function on na na ma no.
Okay.
Yes. Also man happy Valentine's Day. Adi akochano. Oheneba say na Abuja na me sofo apartment free ni anko ni.
Oh okay.
Even anko ni anko back na appear men can't if say me born said the born na many say be I'm respecting but ocean the contribution any the way of life any impact on even the MPP party even still not the old age in the crowd still he was doing the best at that old age still and that man I respect him a lot. Na yeda the MPP government say Wontumi a university ato search and industrials just were a lawyer, were a journalist, were a businessman, but say every aspect of life this man has proven himself. Na the illustrations near yana all kind of book no. He talks about uko baby na say ojidi say wo culture na wo wadwen ye wo na ade be ya. Sometimes we will be creative problem about sometimes you call ye nya kwan tu kwan call China and say omo real omo frogs me yi omo wo na now the hot wa now the medium pay also omo we so mumui and the way almost people live their life sometimes you also have to understand and appreciate sebeya obetimi and it's a learning process a learning what me am say and the end was to let us know say o adwuma wo say o ma obi hu say wo de wo dwen na wo so saa na obi so dwen ana say de wo say wo ye no saa na wo so obi ye obi a wo ne way hu anuoma based on the background the cultural way in the family and anuoma bibri emma nipa ehu anuoma differently but sometimes o pese otimi ati nipa asia ana say o pese otimi enya good understanding how betimi ni partner sometimes also to go further now doing the way almost so so that you can even appreciate don't be so change idea bia kra na sometimes and also to ba on level to appreciate what they already know sebeya also betimi any omodins was so betimi asese ebi mo so adwen towards nti a very very good lesson and all of us you know you see esua about how you betimi ni nipa atna with different perspective. Now can be say and then most of the industrialists and as a business form call Accra no why not Kumasi so pull him down syndrome ya ne political partisan approach say ye money pebi so enye ye certain on my mu ayewe can me say at this time no Ghana Accra no was it me one of the countries it me ka say ye betimi apeja ye pe Ghana for be 100 yetimi move on from millionaire status to billionaire but what I say if different we have to look down upon all those but ye need sa mentality no de bia ye gidi say obi a owo sika no na bia or the support akoma party bia then you also have to make sure say any pakro no eye colonial old like political parties strategies are now man for issue. And still, no, I don't think say we have to continue in that direction because not it no mujidi say wa wo support party bia na wo ska no see breaki wo standard it will affect who sika the best support party and that was the strategy that the political time no earlier no mo use and no na didi emu abedu this time so yeah in this ni say we are by way bar or person making sure say CPP ni say UP ni the moment change of government beba no na the other party no making sure say obia or support to our party no financially that way business industrialist no na ye pekwan bi so near breaking it down you break it down then you may not have support to also give to the party say be almost better power and tinti nyame adom na se party fu so ba no mo so di akire sa no mo so break it down on all business people are almost support and tinti about the political side, I think it's a young approach. The manage your system, no, is still holding on. It's making people to also go in that direction. Yeah, I can say yes, by obi ye cross or yeah, and near the and near beer, men fan sebi tribe we mo, and I say we mun ye ja we mun a business, we mun a wosika, into making sure say ye be man for other tribes beer or mo ye. And let me tell you, Oheneba they are. Nyamia wa achede odiama every group of people. Ye unkrofobi wo ho a de nyamia de ache omo say they are hard working industrialists. there are certain people bi also a nyankopon de ado omo bi a sebi nyansa e bi wo ho a there every group of people a nyankopon wa de bi a unique a wo de amomo enti se wo hwe na group bi e bi a omo no omo ye hard work no omo pa adwuma no omo ye yina se wo wani bre a na wo so pese wo ye bia na wan hwe ya na wo so wakopa eka ama wo no enti sometimes you know we also have to acknowledge the uniqueness of every group of people your mind mu a yebetimi atapo those special uniqueness no ne dia boy hu nyina enyo bia na sebi obetimi aye sofo e de se wo ntimi nye sofo yi nya wo ntimi nye ntimi so ntimi nye sofo but me de betimi aye nti yen wo de wo ntimi nye nti saa so na nti ye sofo se ya na wo wa respect
obetimi di sofo
me betimi di sofo wo de wo ntimi ni.
Okay.
Now,
young call domestic debt exchange program. Ishak, member on my finance ministry press release and pay and participation in the domestic debt exchange program. The government's domestic debt exchange program DDEP closed on Friday 10 February 2023 with over 80% participation of eligible bonds. The government wants to thank the people of Ghana for their forbearance and support throughout these very difficult times. The government wishes to reiterate the following. A. That from the onset of the DDEP to its closure on Friday 10 February 2023, the participation in the program was voluntary. Having in mind that the entire exercise was voluntary, all throughout the exercise, government always affirmed that crucial fact that individual bondholders are free not to participate. Thus, the right of the individual to self-exempt was never in doubt. See, however, under the circumstances, government at the same time always made a strong but humble appeal to bondholders to participate in the DDEP, seeing it as a very critical act of burden sharing in the ongoing national effort to tackle the economic crisis, bring back macroeconomic stability and guarantee sustainable growth and prosperity for the people of Ghana. The government, in addition, offered alternatives to encourage individual bondholders and retirees to tender for the new bonds, which will have a wider secondary market circulation. The government is grateful to those who took part in the advocacy in securing an improved offer for participants. The government would like to reassure all individual bondholders who elected not to participate that your coupon payments and maturing principals, like all government bonds, will be honored in line with government fiscal commitment. The DDEP is being done to help protect the economy and embrace and enhance our capacity to service our public debt effectively. The alternative of not executing the DDEP would have brought grave disorder in the service of our national debt and exacerbated the current economic crisis. The government is therefore grateful for the overwhelming participation of all bondholders. Your support and contribution have gotten your country much closer to securing the IMF program. The Ministry of Finance has also taken note of all additional input made by various stakeholders during the DDEP engagement to further streamline government's expenditures. We wish to assure Ghanaians of our full commitment to addressing these issues. We would like to stress that all individual bondholders, especially as senior citizens, should be rest assured that their coupons, payments, and maturing principals, like all government bonds, will be honored in line with government fiscal commitment. Ishak.
Oheneba. Didi kind. Mayana bondholders. whether say omo institutions and now say omo individuals and now omo nyina say titru omo signing onto the program enye aseda eye bakofo aseda aseda asese oman nyina yeda omo ase yenim se enye easy sa yenim se ahokyere ewo ho na yahokyere no na omo na esese omo timi di omo tri agye akyerema na omo di omo ti agye akyerema e de ama omo man how bia bae bia no yesre womo en good through boko emfamai ye nyina no ye ka womo ho na de tosumi no ene se die ba hasi die adekra die bedru sa mpempenso we omanfo chefan womo aban wabakọ ne de owoso nyina chefa ye wo mu no ye tua namo biem ye koye nim ye nhwe ne ye first it was HIPIC. Second, domestic debt exchange program where we almost call external debt exchange program say free way say mu wia yes abetena ho biem Emma emfie bia ebesa ba yanim
esa kwatibia we
esa batibia we bia mana ye no nkomo na no me no di ya ye me ho ahoho ase wo se nkomo a wadi no afi we mu de ye no na ye wo number 1
yeah
ma ye nyuma ene ye manfo enkosa atiti mu because said ye yesi ye niama ena me ba studio no na me kona minim se program me kono e honkomo ebeba intime fire me fire no me wo list of loans MPP e buy waje any adia yedi aye me hwa list na de me kwa kokokosi 117 dear a year other projects any 117 no no Oheneba ye don so eye bebrebe enti yentimi nyi hu emfiri mo se public debt na akoso no excuse me yen contribute here although I admit say exchange rate effect they say crowd me sure say 93 billion bm is over that me charge to me say financial sector cleanup and so enye ne de buy na so na see ye me charge to me say energy sector cost nyina mon kanea say betimi agina so amayen ene kai beto ye wo ho ne sika ya boka de atuatua no so ye no so eka ho bi misal so gitum say COVID-19 Russia Ukraine war ababe kan ya chi nanso so ne ya shagono ye ansa na omo bebe kan ya chi. The Parliament of Ghana, Parliament. So, omo ba betena ho. Aye, approver. Without recourse to baby o man no eka ejina na be approver there. And yen close to house no. Yen close to the House of Parliament. Yen who say you need or more in charge of oversight. Executive might just do whatever they want to do. And if indeed omo person perform oversized responsibilities, then they have to do it well. And son, abaya so ye ni ye de man so ye ni nka say any kwase ye but it hit me ye ni at the end matter, so that we don't get to this point again. Good news yenya a free so far aban ye share afiwe ya say aban ye na just say wo ye nsakrai wo niemam no eyemienu baako gold for oil ahyase enipa bi nso pese omo stretch omoself so ombetum ntokro enipa bi so ayi omo adwen say just omo de kwa bia so ombefa so ombetum
make it look bad.
Don't make it look bad with one objective. If you said the project champion or a vice president, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, NTC money look bad, and just oh yeah, sabi political capital be a nasa advantage be free. But the nyame was no shrano, and yadia was therefore with me asay no. A branch ewo do ewa kumapa ewo jidie ewa hokeka eya dwumaden ede maneman adwemfin ne bone bia entechre no say ye roll out another revenue line which can be a lifeline to our debt line, and that is the property rates. Say no me share no a lot of places no amanfo we say obviously na say me if bubu ankrofo e ba na metwama na me ko platform so na me mahunu me fu bubu na me ka na matua asani ma we nyina ebebo me every blessed day. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia champion enema bia ebetimi ama o minus kasam ne yenhye etimi agina yi amaye. This is the biggest news, and it's a consignment for enam kwemu both petrol and diesel. A bar you expect to say pump price no ebeko form for both petrol and diesel, and these are the kind of reliefs amra whichre wo mu ye hwese yensa ebeka achieve supply no 50% na afedie opia ehunu say gold for oil project no afedie ehunsu nso papa eba na wabem ambe na debt exchange program is a biggest second news in the economy. Yenso yetimi edru yem panimfo a no mo piketie emenya sure say statement di by ene omo call finance minister hobiem ifris was it all right, and so it's going to be the end omo press conference. That's the end of the road. It's your last day. If you said assembly any hobiem if you said the na ekoso no kreni nyame anim ni na uyo bia wa hwa kokora ana wo hwa kokora ana uyo bia wa hwa brewa ana se wo hwa brewa na wo hwe de na ekoso na ya homete na ya sefem na scenes no enye scenes bia na eheda eyefesa. Finance minister say what the home bed dom and she for now or the abana equanda ho say on found home nom and she na for na abana nessa ube usika ube timia usika unsi hu bia wo bia no ye maame nom ye papa nom empanimfo no unsi hu bia wo hu bia no onsa ebeka usika sebe na eto atwa bibia ato atwa. There is a need to focus attention na finance minister share external debt. So far, spotlight now has been on the domestic debt. But then
right.
Success abay na say you call external na you no free mu na ikenya IMF approval. Na emeka your goal for oil program no na two policies we enhyase emma oman no ahoto kakra enhyase say adam.
Akom
Menia Oheneba me dase ma me san chia obiem na me ncha me nua Ishak ne Dr. Free ba ye ntimi anchia nkomo a wo de boy ye nti na nkomo no nso so aye de yenchia hwefo ne yenchia omo amutie wo radio no yenchia party mpanimfo nyina ne yenchia santema ne Ghana man Oheneba na de ye hwe ne mu nyina ne se dwumadi beba sombie mu na anisoade hunu aban no pese afia yesimu ne mfie dodo a aka no yebetimi aye ne papa e de ama Ghana man na baabi a ne ye ba beduro no se de bia me ba meka no na ye o de say kokwa na nse twene obomu a oni ewu amomu nso a osi ewu na ye conformness hia conform hia ya afo dwumadi MC yakasa ho a ba bosumi mienu ni nyama bebre na akoso hwe time a ya na so ye na anye nipa o musika wo ho ne de na ba ne sa call na chi no sa ba ye afi wotisi mu a woni ye nuanu mo musika wo ho enya nkuda hodie bebre ne nyina ye ade a mefi se aboa mpanin se aba ano brebre ma ba to ntina ye hwe kwan se eje ko eje ba we beba na de ye hwehwe no ye nsa aka se de yaka ho asem from time a yehu ye tibia we sikasemu so ya hwe yi a edakwe beda sore na o man ni nyina no agensemu sa anyensemu nso so a na niema ye to ewo ye nkasa ya brabo mu ne bo no nso so kosoro pa nti ye shase ye se ye de ye ho bekwa kodom IMF yi one of the preconditions ne say ye behwe na ye sika ye ka da ye so no ye bepe kwan ye befa so ye bekrakra se ne be ya om de bosia na maye ya emma om de bosia na maye om so ho nka dwam ntene ni nyina ye measures ya ban no ehwese obetimi aboa na sika meka se the friend of physical space no sika ye de boy ye ho bra a ye gigi adodo no a ye sa de kotu aka no ye betimi apɛ afie de no ho pomasibre nti nyame ayadom ama nti ase aba no ahwe report ba ye ni letter a okenkan ye ya ne chese se de na ba ne hwe se wo fa ha mu nchichemu a be adua wotwe de se ne nsaka ebeboa no ama ne ho ha no eno nso so begina so ama IMF sika ye hwehwe no ye nsa atimi aka se de da ye kan no ye tri ye on terms so se ne ye ya yetimi cross what is described as the staff level agreement na me ma mfato ho se wo hwe amani bi kura o mo hye nhye na se no mo ntimi nuru ba bi se de ye duru no na ba bi everybody ye kase ye kan da je bebo ye ba bi ye me dekesi a me sa hye mu kana ne se benefo se kwase adua yenti aso mpre no ye free ba bi ni ya beduru ha me de se me nua Ishak no wadi book ibaye because na ye areas ya ye be ka ho asem se wo hwe sika no ye je ye no a mpuntu dwuma bebre ene ye tugum o mu se da issues so a ebi bi be fa ne se ye mismanagement ni ade but we sika ba ni je ni nyina they all went into specific projects basi ye de yense ekosuso bi mu a ye betimi de yense akosuso mu o mai de utina mu a untimi ntina ho ma wo ho nkyere sa dina benefo kra ka se kana ma be kawa na bada ha wontina ho ma se be o me kawo no wonko sika no ye ya na ye create ene ye ya na ye sa de boy ho bra ntina de o hawa wo mu a ye nyina no dwuma de shase ye ma menom ye papa no mu a me ka se no musika de da ha na ye sere wo mu se wo nya ban ne moa no e ho na de wantwi kakra e baaye but we heard the various engagements akoso from banking, insurance, pensioners and all other individuals here me feel say are very fruitful internal success rate and is e be hwe say eje ko eje ba ye nyina betimi anya sika na say fiscal space na ye hwe say betimi aboa ma IMF deal na so abem they say the akachire ne ye be manage situation no say ne be ya aba ne say ne nkrofo a omo paban mu aba no omo nyina so nye campaign ventia party no and the aftermath of this how we are going to manage the situation is very very important. Woheneba minim say aba say we dey ya omo be sa petu kru bia bawura mu a ombese gina so aka ho nsɛm ama bia besa ama de ne fefe kura atwe akonachi Oheneba ho kyerɛ hyɛ ase akyɛ sɛ de na menu ahya ka ika no sɛ ayɛ sɛ amango ukona ya gono no da ho no wanso mu ahụ sɛ ahwe fom ana apɛkyɛ nti ye ka ho asɛm from long time ago sika Ghana ye kura ye tietia wa handodo no ano ntimi nso ya ho abrabo nti ne da bia na koyɛ sɛ ye dimlika ɛkɔ miamia bebree but over the years we hwe sika ni ensaka Ghana brebria here about at least $3 billion our financial market eboama economy no ejina yie ba covid ba yes an hyehyɛ ni nyinaa no so aya dia atwe ekofom last time na me say man example say we have between 2008 to 2012 wa nesika yenya nas grants any gift was about $8 billion ni nyinaa no enso so afiri ho nti ne say o say ye pe kwan foforo a ye be fa so a ye sika yenya no ye be hwɛ so yie nti we have projects ya year over the years from 2017 oni nyinaa ye projects ya meka say they are very significant but yes ye wade nyinaa ho kwan ba nye nyinaa na fata ye nti bia ya be dre say ya ntwe ebo asenso a Oheneba be kuta hurunhurun yo ti se nyame yadom na yetimi cross this first hurdle IMF be mu abeso ya asena ye bompa ye sika no nya kan ye nsa wi a ne ye ho hare ya ye family kaso nye niema bia ebe ma ye ho akire ye relative to the ye can about companies ne other infrastructures be a one kind ne other businesses one kind ni nyina no se wo hwe na no ya I think 2021 budget ne by the distribution of taxes no so hu ze be bi kura we hear taxes are nya through about 0.something% ni nyina ye hawa ye growth and as development ya ye wono ni nyina no ye concentrated in Accra. But say ye ba the level of decentralization see ye be say regions ni nyina ye be hye hokna na nyuma cohorts that ya kan ne nim nyuma bi ebu won kurase ebi ni mo ha wo mo ho mo ye dwuma ebetimu nso so mo nya bia ye no mo de sika no bia ba be ka wo ma ne sika no ho no ni nyina ye ne ma Oheneba o se ye hwe ho wo hwe nansen ye 3 areas sectors no service no area meka say ya ye kese dodo nti say nyame ya duma production sector no so ye be kokopa na ye ntimi nsa ma me di ba bia ya be di bi nti ye nuanom a wo mo gitum no ye beka so mo show patriotism ye beda wo mo ase de ne ye nyina ne ye hwe say ye nyina be gi wo ma na ye de asi ho nti nyame ya dum na bia ye tim dia ba wie ya da ene de be ma wo mo say wo mo anya ba no so mo na ba no so side ye wo so ye se ne be ya womun so omo agi atum no bedro he benya sika ya dai atua wo ka ndi is a cyclical say aban nsa ka no obetumi aye mpuntudwuma da achia na se nyuma hodo ya disika ne bi be ba be ka ho yenim se enwie ye ne ma ne bebre na kwan so aye ye na da other recurring expenditures we ne ba ndo yifri mu a enyi ti say free senior high school untimi nkaka se sika ne ho ndi nkwala betuna fie ne se wodo ani nsan kura hodo bi so a omo schools kura omo atutum ene na me hwe some of the African countries this is South Africa no Nigeria omo kura de ndi Oheneba nye se bia bond ho asem omo mo na ban so yes a redenomination as a conversion of their currency omo fom sika meto afi omo kwaje kura no asa ye so asem de ye bibia no se de ana Ghana for ye kura ne ma ya na efe nye dodo no ase bia ne me no ha ye ntiase ne mo me kwan a ye fa so a ye no na ya na de wo ha no ba and I'm happy say at the end of the day no yetimi enya ba bia ye gina so amasika ye hwani mu na be boama yenye economic situation betima ma ye nyina ye ho atoye se ya anya ne saa enema bebre na ebe haye even kwala ye pese ye fo mo adwuma se oye maame na osika da hobi na osi bia wo makwa me nya ka hu se saba no ho kire no a wo ba nso ana wo na bia ho be wie school no wan we ano nso za ba ye be dia ma nti in the economy no saa na situation ye de ye boaboa ye ho two sides of the same coin but ye be say the abai de ye betime sua de you have to learn and relearn na etima boya ma yakoye nim de ye say Ghana ye be bo ma baso mo pene ye omo so omo nyansan ne app ye be say nyame pena bia omo adwen sesa na omo nya adwen sa kira omo nyina so do mo be de be jim mo omo ntiiti akire but man nyina ye nyina na dia
Senior Assistant Registrar,
yes,
Ghana Communication Technology University, George Akom, and earlier on Oti Ishak Chebrobi enka ono ye senior lecturer ewo Kumasi Technical University. Ni post does pa odi board chairman baby, odi board member baby, no say the board member baby. Na Dr. Free.
Yes, sir. Now, me so be post today.
Oh, what do you post nyanka? Humane good material be trefe.
Ghana Bombers Association. Bomber for.
So this is where we are.
Yes. Oheneba, you better nyamiase. Na na Thursday, the ja chia de o se chia bi. Ene de misrew. Oheneba no ayi.
We dey
ene de ayi bi ani ho. Ene ye Thursday ti o say ayi asem bia ye hold on. Na ye count do asem.
Obi invite you ayi bi anu pay.
Oh, there be say asem na make say na ye odo platform. Ene nyamia do be na so ye dey. Enti ayi de mumfanto ba bi. But you know what say ye nua Dr. Anoma.
Dr. Samson Kwesi Anoma.
Ne ma me 1 week near Sunday. Enti
Okuni mame.
Oh jai wa really don't parry ne yina wa nya de.
The friends who see you and what you find.
Oh there be we dey nya from place dey in America. We ya nipa.
Ti Secheduma say.
Yes.
And be kwa 1 week no. Sunday. Okay.
Me tie be chat pa me man happy Thursday. Joshua Mensa and Evans Ajito Tishi. Say I'm for friend Vance unusual. And them say unusual pa Tishi ona udi tintimemu hopa. Oheneba Prince Do so me chawi teacher ni me chaw pa. About bond issue yeah. I think what I was saying is better Nyamias say they're able to achieve 80%, more than 80% of debt, local debt now. Yeah. But the issue I want to say, and you maybe what I'm saying, the way it's handled near handing ye, and I think say now we have to also learn a lesson out of it. And not it is a DBA can say, and you maybe who I was saying pennyful be. Etimi pekwan bi so a ebetimi a manager adene in such a way say about defending a be difficult. Na Mr. Ishaki can say for communicators anyway no. These things, you know, if communicators are not part of it, we know how exigency some of these things are. But I don't think say when it comes to communication, the betimi ejayama microphone about this. I will say it means some few and I joke and I say how much people can fly out to Accra or even people can come down. No more church so that people will be involved. But we more say we are not the defending. They say there's no trust in terms of say we are defending certain policy. It becomes difficult because at the end of the day, no different IBS album now who they are obviously at church and all these that comes along with bondholders, you know. Still pensioners no issue no still holds. Omudo mushi we say are buying any woman free. But so because we are buying the issuer of the bond holder no bonds no. So no you free more and no one more bargaining than say we be signing on. No more about the issue say pensioners no. So do omo ka ho a na be do time be yeah. They will not be considered as a priority. In fact, say, 2 million Ghana cedi nebia. But you're saying? No, they want the government to make a commitment on that because the Minister of Finance here aware say be I'm say 2 million. And also be a Tiama bond holder sir. Omo e mature. Na say pensioners for a year be 500,000. Na buying so benya 1 million. 1 million Ghana cedi na obe chama omo a year instead of 2 million. No. The pensioners want to know say whether they will be considered as a priority. That is where their concern is. It's not about say they don't agree, but they want a buying a bus payment biana. They will be considered as a priority because of a more peculiar situation. That is what the pensioners. And I think so far maybe more engaging the minister now. That concession or that minister to me aka kyerɛ wɔn anaasɛ wɔmɛnya biribi bɛgyina so no I think that will make the pensioners to be more comfortable because ɔmo gye di sɛ wɔanhwɛ yie na sɛ could do some payment bi a na ɔmo no ɛnya ya mo priority na ɔmo members ni bi akɔya esua nti that is where their concern ɛnyɛ bibia na ɔmo ɛyɛ yɛsɛ bi a ɔmo so person be agree to it. Nti Minister for Finance ne mpanifo no mo hwe because I learned no some be press conference to be based on what happened yesterday no almost be because you know pensioners now we will be 2 years 3 years me so for be pensioner o say nche bia meko ne meko a na se bia me bompa se bidro na sa ayi IMF ye free me na chese bibia akoso kama na menya me benefit more. The other aspect now when said the government should also make a commitment. I think say now bondholders ubia yene there. Now man for expertise are buying sumra out. No any commitment. I mean who said this is what the government is also doing. Burden sharing no all bondholders all debt ayifoni na ubia at least we achieve some kind of resource ebetimi aboyen. And be a later never by external holders and also mom so yeah you know maybe you say no there that will be much more easier in terms of managing because I know some there are foreign you know it can be managed well. Now the best say the government should also cut her head say be ya nyina no yebetimi assure say bibia be yi am for can reshuffling all these things you know and there's a time say your colleagues, the academic patriot, some people are suggesting say some ministries should be merged and that kind of thing. I think say you getting on board. Now Oheneba me lastly the mechanic say that is where I have a problem. I have a problem where a man for expressing their viewer the way be Musubeka the way be I'm so disappointed. Our guy be comment to make you about the Chief Justice. It's unfortunate.
Former Chief Justice.
Yes, former Chief Justice. It's unfortunate. And I did be sometimes and the Twitter or the buy and it's so insulting. A whole Chief Justice will expressing a concern, you know. Then you also come out and say he's below that. You're fine. Such an arrogance or some kind of even you should not go there. We are saying this how. Look at what happened in Turkey. Or China. So sometimes so being your opportunity or baby and I say what do level be no be expressing the viewer. You don't insult me Michelle will be other my man is one of the former we have to respect that but the comment that he made is so disappointing saying this or yes sir so be would you say and this or China Adriana na sebi wo so timi kire wadwen adan no so kire na adwen wo beka say we below the belt and I say ni say ono so expressing the view such behavior in the party no ebi mumre omo ho ase no mu hu ha o metimi akasa na be defend na enipa timi defend ama party na konim na mo nipa bre
okay akom 14.8 million deliveries and a zip line aye blood medical items niema bebrebe ebi work and say ankwa na situation of very dire 14.8 zip line
Oheneba me dase we dey na was nka ma me dey me kraba me encyclopedia no contain the digitalization in Ghana some catch you say da me nya ho no say me tena so na say ya kamenu abef nkomo nko a na nka bi abe 3 hours ni discuss but the mu an yaka kakra na ye de kire de aban no ye de fa ho wo hwe kwan a MPP aban nam abef kwan so boa o ma ne kikira ya na bebre na dwen hye da enko so because da bia ya na ye hwe the output say ho am na benefit ye de ani yenya normally ya na economy ni visa sika no nko na boa so be physics scan in the bottom and tibia o man no ahokyira bem but the other areas and services ya ban ni provide ya senkeni ho nso ankasa wo ha okro no ano ebesa beka de ye frɛ no sika se bia ye sika sem bi nti yenye ntimi ntoduane ni no wo hwɛ 2018 ye no the plan for nya nkuta hodie se ye beboa na ya fa befo kwa so na me bia sebe ka ntimi nkoho wɔhaw ahodoɔ a yɛfa so ansa na yɛakɔgye ayarehwɛ ne nneɛma a even sɛbe just snake yi koraa no duro a sɛ ɔwɔ kawa yɛtumi de boa na ɛgye yɛn nkwa no nyinaa na nipa fa mu ɛhwere wɔ mo nkwa magde nka bɔ amanneɛ mmerɛ bi atwam sɛ ɛbɛ ɔma no kyekyerɛ a yɛwɔ soft infrastructure na yɛwɔ hard infrastructure na ebi a ɛbɛba biara no is a complete side a ɛboa because we nni hɔ a we nso so ɛnyɛ yie nti wohwɛ zipline a ɛbaayɛ n'aban no vis-a-vis ambulance services aban no yɛ sɛ wɔde bɛsi ani na kyerɛ sɛ mmeammea a ɛhia sɛ kaa kɔ hɔ kaa bɛtumi akɔ na mmeammea bi a ɛhɔ nso so kaa ntumi nkɔ no saa anoma ewiem anoma a ɔfa wiem a ɔnam ane nkwalaa ɛhwɛ yi ɛbaayɛ koraa na binom sɛ bɛhwehwɛ mmaa ho adwaeɛ nom ne adeade a na deɛ ɛfɛ yɛpɛ sɛ yɛsɛe no yi wokɔ hinterlands no te sɛ mea me kurom kɔ sɛ kyerɛfam place a mampɔn enclave hɔ dwumadi a ɛdi wɔ hɔ no na sometimes ebi a adeɛ bi si na obi da ayarha bi anaasɛ ayaresabea bi a na yi ne kwa nhun ade kora ɛkɔ akɔyɛ nneɛma a ɛyɛ no ne mfa so a Ghanafoɔ anya firi wɔn ba bebree o minim sɛ obi te sɛ yɛ former party chairman a menka na busuafoɔ yi a wɔhwɛ ne nkwa firi sɛ wɔwɔ kaa no kora yɛntumi ansa no yadeɛ duro a yɛde bɛyɛ no nti ɛma a wɔn kɔ awɔ so a ebi aduro bi nti na sɛ mogya kakra a bɛtumi agye ne nkwa gye sɛ no nso so yɛde ne to kaa mu poso firi sɛ facility no mogya a yɛde gye na nkwa anaasɛ ɛboa no awɔ no bi ne hɔ wei mu baa yi nyinaa no saa nneɛma nketenkete no nyinaa no ɛtoɔ ɛretwa na wohwɛ abɛn n'ani so ade hu nso ɔbɛkyekyere ɔman na yɛde digitalization ewura mu a all sectors ɛboa yɛ sikasɛm ɛnɛ yɛfi sɛ corruption ne adeade nyinaa ɛte ba fam yɛ taxes a yɛpagya mu na atumi afa abɛɛfo kwaa so because we heard the report to ɛba da bi a consistently from GRA a wɔn sɛ wɔn de digitalization no wura mu ɛno na ama wɔn target wɔn yɛ nyina wɔn nya the zipline wɔ Oheneba abɛyɛ adeɛ a yɛyi free biribi a yɛyɛ mu saa berɛ yɛyi because yɛntumi develop to the point a mɛka sɛ car bɛtumi akɔ mmeammea bebree and I was not surprised sɛ saa number of items yi yɛtumi asɛnde about 14.something million kɔba saa nkɔfoɔ adwene yɛ dɛ kɔba saa wo bi a woda yare mpa so na wo mpa so no na bɛhu sɛ it's part of the government systems a ɛboa it is a health insurance ba as well anybody obi nyare ma wɔnkɔ hospital ne yɛsɛ wɔnkɔ fa sika mmra na wonya bia hɔ no obi hu sɛ na nka health insurance ne ni hɔ a nka bɛha dwene paa sometimes mede nka aboa ma ne yɛfrɛ biribi decline in what satisfaction sadeɛ ne bɛka yɛ ho wie na yɛtwa so aba a nipa dodoɔ no afi sɛ ebi a ɛyɛ normal ɛyɛ mfasoɔ bi ɛni so but sɛ wayare sɛ deɛ mekan na bi a wɔyere kwa wɔ so wɔ me hɔ baabi anaasɛ mmeammea bi aka ntimi nkɔ hɔ mprempren no gye sɛ nipa no koraa yɛde ne kɔfa baabi bi okora yɛde ɔmo to abobɔ yɛ mu because facility ɔmo hɔ no some of these logistics and equipment a ebi a nearby hospitals ɔmo ni nti na wahwere ne nkwa ɛnya deɛ a ɛfɛ but yɛbɛbɔ aban na ba so sɛ maka kyerɛ sɛ 2017 the visit to Silicon Valley by the Vice President Dr. Mahmoud
right.
and is what who would buy and Oheneba Abuama Niama Bibre and I'm say fee dear no any Nadudua car survey or man or yet to us children will be a big first of all. Some of these policies in a bar take you some years and now some time a bit my boy and son ye traswaba but will be a when your direct benefits also we need more dance ya or be Niama when you're from sometimes the situation women say because of this heterogeneity of the people no say bia obi a wade fofora amfa na catch office say bia wonya ho mfa so nti obi a nim say sa the plan kura ye bibi mo ye more empty about through the vice president ya
senior
where they are be
offense Dr. Hannah BC ho NDC
National Women's Organizer.
National Women's Organizer. Oh, na say a cat zip line there. And you can say you be kind, yeah, kind. Or tells you a woo. As I say a kai. Hey, Eradi Yangupon. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, yeah, mama metono. Na okin kind. Na nisu ade ho ne bia na obusa ho say na papa he was far ahead of the generation na MPP ba pa na say medical delivery using Question TV though. Even people within the medical fraternity, question. I don't want to mention names. Maybe question. So now you equate to your hospitals near hospital beds near. I don't know. Play a different role, complete different role. In a situation where you lack infrastructure, that is the where a zipline medical drones, delivery no crana. A money very important. It can be anywhere.
Yes.
A bit baby. Na olusu moja ni here be mana. Na fe ni ade to kai mu ana wan e kwatwe bia mana na anasa abra just a common call within seconds. Na de wo hia na duru ho. Tambia na me ka say NDC pa die. Ghana for hwe yi no man fa mo yedua. Despite the MPP debt restructuring in the midst of our challenges, MPP now develop alternatives. Just watch. MPP no thinking outside the box. And they are the for air said the bay opposition na nko no ti opposition na nko bomuja no alternative ba no bomuja no kire na dwen ade we ye no fufuro se ya Neil enye Dr. Hanabisu NDC National Women's Organizer SA drones na ye dey ba na deliver medicines no critical medicines no. Yede na madwa ya twitwa ade twitwa ma photo ade hey I mean just doctor Kennedy who
doctor
yes now who crowd sabi producer woni ma kenkan utimi research etimi ye bibia no Ukraina uyewe. Look, the level of success rate, it is the best in the world. It is the best in the world. Ghana says using drones to deliver critical medicine. No, it is the largest in the world. You go for free, infa. Enye Rwanda here. You tell Rwanda abroso.
Yeah.
Anglo for babisian medium tembia me say ye wonema papa e de kire enja ni nyina na de nsa kan ya ni nyina ye ya no de enja ni nyina nso na e be ye na mum kas emu fa kase no a ane aye amana ye na say ye nkan ni wachi a o say agro no e de so wonnam paso a ye hia bi ne de mawa Obeka say yedi betwitwa ema ho
That family.
Oh yes.
Zipline 14.8 million deliveries so far.
Oheneba, you say lack of knowledge, my people perish. So wouldn't be no abre ho ase. Na wa ma obi so the one whom nim die no. Na wakyerɛw na woso wonya bibia frim sɛ nya politics a adeɛ bi a ɛyɛ health issue a yɛn nyinaa bɛboa no we have to be on board. Now here the success rate about zipline sɛ yɛti kurom ho woti kurom a na ɛnneɛma bi a ɛwɔ outskirt the city no anaasɛ wonhu ayi bi a wonhu ne yie because you might not be a beneficiary, so you don't see how things go. There's a walk across one, there's a ubi pemoja, and as ubi pedro be cry, necessary, and let me asovo because of be a quite be a sequan, and you crana a year from a bridge be a cowbe who say, I didn't have a buonipa. Now, yeah, appreciated the good things of the Abine etimi aye. and it's one of the success rate we are seeing when it comes to IT medical delivery. And Africa, Hano, we are also one of the best. I think you're him at the top 3 in Ukraine. But sometimes we have to get on board. Then also credit will go to His Excellency the Vice
President.
Yes.
The Vice President.
Yes. Oh no, the time no swing young. Become be a fan. Send the time no swing. Oh, there be a seven mebusa say Mumma send the time but swam me can be a fan. Okay. But me desire and say me can't just say ya buni dinwai.
A channel.
Your friend Bernard
Fabre
Kugri Designs.
Kugri.
Yeah, my man up on
as usual.
Wow, Marka. And the birthday so. And the birthday so.
Me kofia. And the birthday manwa ko yimi kan. Say mag bie kwa na tunisi wo die ba no anya. Wo say ye hono ye no bosome. Na ya.
And the birthday kan so mo ntwe na dia mo mama ya ma.
Ya busuafo no dodo no o kina achi. O kina achi me wo de me am papa o nya nchen. Say man kam papa de dia ho de na me nkoka. Am papa David Kuma. Nyame ya duma ye no ochina na ya wada ye gina so ye your friend the boys me wia ye ma me mata samwa dodo no friend ye Jesu a so de to aso na me polling station executive nko ama akoma 10 nti we mu de manka ne zate ze masa kapuma ne menwem ata number 1 ata number 2 omo ma me oba pani mere du a dodo no afre na juom omo de ni nyina e baso mienu bi de me ntimi anka mo fa ncheme obi a na ye wo such a fan place robon so da wa da bia no ye ma mu nyina am yakọ mia no na me de chema meko ba ye wie de we de ya ye nua no ma de no so academic patrons ye gina mu gidigidi Miss Melody Ntiapel happy chocolate day and Valentine's Day. This is Michia Pa, as a man can with the Zenka Mahona. Intinam Day, Nedika, Oheneba, Madesha, such a fan place.